Anti-derivative Jill.
You know, I really wish they'd let us play music up here. Make these long trips go by a lot faster.
It's against regulations.
Yeah, I never understood that.
They just don't want us having a dance party when a proximity alert goes off.
See, that's a dumb reason. Because we'd already be on our feet, ready for action.
Greetings and felicitations.
His brain is gone.
I'm sorry. Hello, everyone. I am Anti-Derivative Jill. We are not going to talk about Spock's brain. I just had all these clips from.
Oh, why
Spock's
not?
brain from-
Don't mention Spock's brain. Hi. How you doing?
Maybe we are. I don't know, but I already talked about that on Tuesday.
His brain is gone, and now he's writing for Discovery.
Oh, snap.
Okay. Anyway, yes, I am Anti-Derivative Jill, and welcome to Shore Leave number 16. And so every day I just try to learn a little bit more about TV and movies. You know, since I spent too much of my childhood not really watching or seeing any of those things. So I'm learning it all now. And I can't wait to hear what you have to share. And so how are you guys doing today? How are you, Matt
Hi.
G? Welcome.
Oh, good. Hello, everybody. Did you have cable TV when you were a kid, or it wasn't that bad?
I had cable, so I watched Nickelodeon and stuff, but I was mostly doing my homework, reading books, listening to music. And so I missed out on a lot of very important TV and movies, and now I'm just trying to play catch up.
Well, music's good. The other stuff is lame. Homework.
Lots of that. I made good grades. And for what? It's not helping me here.
Were you on the honor roll?
Yes. What?
Oh,
Is that weird? I thought everybody was on that.
Were you on the dean's list in college?
A couple times.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
I got well, in college is where I discovered Star Trek and I started watching stuff. So then my grades. Well, I graduated anyway. Hey, thank you, Matt G. You just gifted a membership. Who got it? Let's see.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you, Matt G.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys make sure that you have gift memberships turned on. You can go to any channel that has memberships, click join, and you don't have to pay for anything. All you have to do is click on the little dot and turn on gift memberships. Go to gift settings and turn that on, and you could get
You know how
memberships
to
for
turn
free.
it on, don't you?
Yeah. And I wanted to say hello to Franco Walker, although I know he's probably not here because he has to entertain. Somebody in real life is going to visit him. So
Real life. What's
yeah,
that?
real life. 3-dimensional life. But yeah, he says here, someone just phoned saying they're coming around. So, he's gonna
Oh,
visit.
wow. More chloroform next time.
James Caserta says,
Been
Jill.
working on that one for months.
No, but maybe he wants this, mister.
Scotty's coming round to administer the baseball bat again.
Well, he is back because his little face is back into his avatar. That's how I know he's here again.
My little face.
Delightful.
And hello to James Caserta. I'm sorry you couldn't make it on the panel, James. I don't know. You have some sort of technical difficulty. We got to figure that out. It'd be cool to talk to you. And PvP says he's going to be late. Understood. And Classics Comics is here.
Hooray.
Good afternoon, folks. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. That's a great opener. Why didn't I think of that? Did everybody have a good Thanksgiving minus Canadians?
Yes.
Mine is
Pretty
Canadian.
good.
Oh, yeah. I guess we have it's sort of an equal share of people who celebrated and didn't celebrate.
Yeah.
Well, and That was something that was interesting because I saw that you had posted on the tweets and emails about the quote from Charlie X being like, if they're going to have synthesized meatloaf, then I want it to be shaped like turkeys because on Earth it is Thanksgiving. So by the 23rd century, just all of Earth decided to,
All of Earth,
oh, you know
yeah.
what? Let's have that day off. And then there would
Yeah.
have been some sort of
And Canada decided to toe the line.
Well, and I was listening to the radio today, and someone said, "I hope everyone had a happy, real Thanksgiving." So even Canadian radio
No,
announcers were
There's
like,
a fake one.
"In Canada, yeah."
Except for PvP, he says that his is the real one and that we have it too late.
Halloween should be a federal holiday instead of Thanksgiving. I should get that day.
I agree. It's a very important holiday, begging your neighbors for candy.
It is. Begging.
Begging, yes, but you
That's
have to
what it
dress
is.
up. Like, well,
yeah, you have
but
to dress.
do
It's
have
a
to put some-
transaction, right?
It is.
Although I have given candy to teenagers that have a T-shirt that just says "This is my costume."
I had a friend
T-shirt
who just
Somebody came to us and said, "T-shirts, can I be on the panel?"
And hello to Gavin Blackburn. Oh, there it is. That's the person who earned the membership, Agnes Flo. Wow,
Agnes.
Agnes Flo. I hope to see Agnes Flo sometime in the chat.
There's no N in ages.
Oh, Ages Flow. Ooh, excuse me. Ages
it's
Flow. Well, I hope that Ages Flow never shows up so they don't know my horrible, terrible mistake.
Ages and Agnes.
Rock of Agnes.
Sandra,
Hey,
Hello, Sandra.
do you guys ever notice that in Doomcock's chat where like somebody would gift like 20, 30 memberships, and you see all these people get the memberships that you've like never heard of, like, oh, Meatloaf 1968 just got a membership. Like, who the hell is that?
Yes.
Because
Well,
everyone already.
They just have to be a subscriber and have their gift memberships turned on and
Yeah,
not
'cause-
be a branded account.
Yeah, like it's probably because all the usual people that we all know already are members. So now the people that they're never going to type in chat are getting memberships. And it's just like, oh, thank God that person got one. They're never going to say anything in here. They probably don't even know.
Yeah, right. They'll get an email. Congratulations on your membership. And they'll be like, what?
Who?
How did this happen?
I got a couple like that. Yeah.
What do I do?
I got a gifted membership the other day to a channel I was in for like 1 minute. The next day, I got a gifted membership. Like, wow, they must not have a lot of people available.
Yeah. You just subscribed.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
literally.
Gavin Blackburn says, we don't have Thanksgiving in the UK. It's a strange concept. Like pre-Christmas. Yeah, I guess it's a bit like pre-Christmas, but it's kind of a patriotic kind of thing. And then if you get patriotic about it, then you realize that a lot of horrible things also happened. So just really all it is be thankful for your friends and family and everything that you have to consider a blessing in your life.
We got to change the holidays up. Instead of Christmas, you got like Valentine's Day be a federal holiday, Groundhog Day. These are the important holidays.
Why do you need Groundhog Day off?
Oh, it's an important day. What if it doesn't see it, or it does?
To learn to play piano with Andy McDowell, of course.
Of course.
Oh, of course. And learn how to ice sculpt. Okay, I forgot about that.
Especially the ice sculpting.
That's important.
It is.
So
But it's also like in the UK, we don't have, oh, what is it? The 5th of November, we don't have bonfire night. And so, but I respect it. I respect it because destruction's my jam.
oh, Guy Fawkes Day. You don't
That's
have
the one.
Guy Fawkes Day.
Well, you
Remember,
don't either.
remember. No, I don't. But I watched the movie and I like the movie.
Me too.
What about the legendary Boxing Day?
Oh, yes. Founded by Muhammad Ali.
It was just something that confused me as a kid. It came after Christmas in the calendar, and I was like, "What do you do on Boxing Day?"
That should
I
be a
still
federal
don't know.
holiday too.
Like, I think the myth is that that's when you send all your stuff back that you don't want on Christmas, but I think it's
That's what I
actually something
heard, but I
different.
was like, but that can't really be the
That's
reason.
that is not it. That is just that is just a myth. I don't remember what the real
With
reason
confidence,
is.
all equally incorrect.
Jim. Hey, Jim. Hello. Welcome.
So some people think that the day after Super Bowl Sunday should be an actual holiday. Like some people are like serious about that because no one wants to go to work today.
Yeah, but not everybody cares about football. I guess.
What is
I mean,
football?
I guess it's good if you do, but it's like a holiday just for a subset of people.
Yeah.
Well, in North America, that's what it seems to be like for Canada. I don't know how it is in Mexico, but in Canada, the Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday, obviously everybody enjoys the hedonistic consumerism that is Black Friday. Everyone does it. Well, everyone in North America with a pocketbook. So
Well, not
we
me.
we
I'm
have
not
the
shopping today.
sales. No, I wouldn't. And when I was
One
back
day of the year,
working-
I'm not online shopping.
exactly. It's
No,
Black Friday
because
is
you shouldn't shop online on Black Friday. It's Cyber Monday that you're worried
Cyber
about.
Monday. But yeah, no, a bunch of NFL fans rejoiced yesterday, and people were lined up around the Best Buy this morning at 6 a.m. Back when I was in the Big Blue Embrace, I was so hungover working that day.
Oh,
It-
yeah, no,
Oh,
Best Buy
my.
tends to get really stuffed with lots of people, too many people. I hate shopping when there are too many people in the store.
Stuffed like a turkey.
Yeah, and so that's why I will not be Black Friday shopping. Who goes shopping on Black Friday anyway? But I guess if you're doing that, you're not here.
Right. You're just
Right.
listening and lurking while transactioning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You could be doing that.
Needing new
ignoring
headphones.
people.
Transactioning. Make
Yeah,
it
you
sound
go.
so transactional.
Yeah, you go out. You go out into the world to be with people, only to put on your headphones to drown them all out.
Yeah.
I moved out here to get away from people.
And all I can do is hear the Who's from Whoville singing their crumb dumplings and wild doodles.
The
Wrong
singing,
holiday,
all the
sorry.
noise. No, it's fine. It's
Get
about
on
Christmas.
You come to my room at 2:30. You at 1:45.
But speaking of shopping, I just found and I reserved. I'm going to be having the 7th season of Star Trek: The Next Generation in my hot little hands by this time tomorrow on Blu-ray in color. So,
In color.
Okay.
I know.
You can get the black and white one.
I tried. I heard it was like Mad Max Fury Road. It was better in black and white, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
find
it was. Actually, I think I might have told Jill this. So my one grandmother still had like a black and white television into like the 90s. She just didn't, care about that kind of stuff. I believe I saw some TNG in black and white and some Voyager.
You watched Voyager in black and white. That is weird.
It's suddenly it's better in black and white. Oh, this is a whole different show now. I didn't.
You know what?
Actually, I
think you
did that with
that makes sense.
Casablanca.
But
You watched it on a
Casablanca's
black-
already.
You didn't know
What?
until he got a
Then
color
I wasted
TV.
my time. It was better.
Oh no.
Apparently
I think I
it was
know
the
what you
same.
mean about Voyager being a better show when you put it in a different visual format because
Yeah.
I enjoyed
switch it off.
those couple of minutes of Threshold way more when I saw it in the animated form. Somebody animated a bit of that episode. I don't know why they picked that episode, but the Filmation musical score along with Threshold made it work a lot better because it made it more comedic.
Yeah.
There's coffee in that nebula.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So,
So Joe, you said you didn't watch a lot of TV movies as a kid. So did you go to the movies that much, or not really?
no, not really. Like I went out to go see the kids' movies and stuff, but no, I've seen all the children's programs.
Do you remember your first movie in the theater is?
Yes, Coneheads.
Real? Wow, real. That's wow.
Yep. Actually, it might be before that. I think my first movie was a drive-in theater, and I saw Adam's Family. Adam's Family.
Oh, you got to get that right. That's important. My first one was E.T. 1985.
Yeah, I can't. Wow, that's great. No, I'm probably gonna get it wrong. That might not even be my first movie. My first movie might have been a horror movie. I have no clue. I didn't. I was. Yeah. It was the weirdest thing. My mom wouldn't let me watch an R-rated movie unless it was a horror movie.
Interesting.
Yeah. Although I can kind of understand it.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
Well, just because it's, cartoonish, outlandish, mostly supernatural violence that would never occur in real life.
But that's enough about Jill's teenage years.
Yeah. As opposed to watching like Basic Instinct and then she's sitting there explaining everything. Why is that?
I'm not having you're not watching any movies that have nudity in it, but then this guy that gets decapitated, that's fine.
Yes. Yes, my mom was fine with the decapitation and just not the rest of it.
Right.
Just not so much. Have you ever fucked on coke, Nick?
Why is that lady not wearing underwear?
Why is Newman sweating profusely?
Hey, Raymond Feliciano.
Yeah, hello, Raymond. Gavin Blackburn says, remember all those classic black and white film the TCM vandalized by recoloring them? I have the thing from another world in color. It's terrible.
Remember that controversy that the people flipped out about that?
I recall.
Yes. I heard a lot of people say that if you take something black and white and try to color it, it's not going to go well.
Yeah, like It's a Wonderful Life in color. A lot of people hate that.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
I
just make it a cartoon.
I saw It's a Wonderful Life in the movie theater in 2015, the same day as I saw Force Awakens.
Oh wow!
And I'm thinking it'd be funny. What if they showed the colorized version? Didn't tell anybody.
All of a sudden, they're flipping chairs.
And you had the theater to yourself for both showings, right?
No, not that.
Force Awakens was a phenomenon.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
So was Triumph of the Will.
It was. Well, Force Awakens got people's attention because it was basically just A New Hope, but made today.
So was Triumph of the Will.
except for you didn't get your characters together or whatever. That's the main complaint.
One's just a bunch of footage of the Nuremberg rallies, and the other one's Triumph of the Will.
I've never seen it, but I have a feeling that I don't need to.
It starts off with a bunch of rebels.
I thought you were gonna break it down on the next movie review.
Yeah, because now I'm gonna go into history movies. Actually, the one history movie that I did do pretty well. I should do another one.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, it was Spartacus. It did a good job.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had the name mishap.
Yeah, I changed my name too many times in one night, and so I got stuck as anti-derivative Spartacus for 3 weeks.
That was worth the whole thing. Oh, wait a minute, I can't change back. Wait a minute. I have this name.
I'm anti-derivative Spartacus. No, I'm anti-derivative Spartacus.
And Raymond says, greetings to the esteemed panel and chat. Hello, Raymond.
Esteemed Day?
Esteemed. Has anyone seen the Scott Pilgrim cartoon? I've been wanting to see it.
Not yet, but I want to see
the
it.
movie's not enough for you?
No. Well, no, but there's a Netflix thingy.
A Netflix thingy?
Yeah.
Animated
Speaking of Netflix, there was a guy who was given like $1 million, $14 million. What? Wait a minute. What is this? Okay, so Ronin director blew Netflix sci-fi series budget on stocks and crypto. What? Okay.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Wow, $55 million. That's crazy. Carl Eric Rich. I have no idea who this is, but apparently Netflix gave him $55 million for a new series, a sci-fi series called Conquest. But instead of making the sci-fi series, what did he do? He just used it for his own investments?
Yeah.
He used $4 million to buy Doge coins.
That's a stable investment.
Actually, crypto is not a bad, like, it's not exactly an investment. It's kind of like buying gold. It's gonna be predicated by whatever the market is, and so it'll retain its value, but it's not necessarily gonna grow in any way.
Well, it's not like you can roll $55 million into crypto and then a week later, hey, look, I have $75 million. It's not, stable as such. Comparing it to gold, I don't know, just
Yeah,
because you
it
can
is.
actually, well, gold
It's
is
not
tangible
tangible.
and it
It's not
exists in the
tangible.
real world.
But
You-
it's
you have gold-
still, you can still ascribe an amount of money to it, though.
You have gold bars at your house.
My house, yeah, exactly. It's like Ron Swanson. My life savings is
Jill
gold.
leaves gold for tips at Whataburger. Gold coin.
Yes. Well, they make it so that you can tear pieces off of it, so you can take off a little bit of gold. And so
Did you go to
yeah,
Whataburger this week?
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, you need
No,
to
it's
do.
Thanksgiving. I
Yeah,
don't have
well-
time for Whataburger.
Oh, there's always time for Whataburger. No time. We should go this weekend.
You stuff the turkey with Whataburgers.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
It would be interesting for sure.
At least he didn't waste the money, says Gavin. That's what I'm wondering. Did he actually lose any money though? He misused this money. But did he actually lose it? Like, is there a big deal? Like, oh no, I got caught. Here's your money back, or what? Because I put it in crypto, and crypto is not that bad of a place to put money. So here
It could have been
is
worse.
all the
He
money
could have
back.
made the marbles.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure. I know that lost a lot of money.
It did.
Mark Harkness says, first film I remember my parents taking me to was The Sting. The first 3 films I actually remember were Jaws, Grizzly, and Midway. Jaws and Grizzly do wonders to the thoughts of a 5 to 6-year-old. Of course, I've seen Jaws. I'm not that bad, but I have not seen Grizzly
I haven't seen Grizzly.
or
Have you
Midway.
read the book?
No, tell me, how is the book different?
In the book, the chief of police's wife is getting dinked by the scientist dude.
Oh. Does that have a
Dynamics are completely different.
Wow.
That guy's getting.
Well, yeah,
So
that
like the
is.
shark's not the only thing doing some eating.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Yeah, does
Yeah.
that have an effect on the shark's consumption of
The
tourists?
shark doesn't give a shit, but Brody's fucking pissed.
That makes sense.
Jill, did you see the prequels in the theater?
Wait, see what in the theater?
The prequels.
The prequels. Oh,
Star Wars prequels?
yeah, I think I did. I might have seen one because I think I was taken on a field trip one time where we saw Return of the Jedi and then and then Phantom Menace.
Menace.
So I think I saw the first one in the theater, but probably not the rest. It took me until I grew up to actually watch all of Star Wars. And so I rewatched the original trilogy a bunch. And I saw the prequels exactly one time.
Like one time each, or you only saw episode one time?
each.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, twice for Phantom Menace, obviously, because I went to
Okay.
the theater. And then I saw it one more time as a grown up.
I did see Return of the Jedi during the 96 or 7 re-release. And I don't, to this day, I don't know why I didn't go see the other 2. Maybe I just couldn't get to them all. And then I saw the prequels a whole bunch of times each. 9 o'clock in the morning, opening day for the Phantom Menace.
Well, there you go. And
Yeah,
hello
right.
to Pop Culture Curator.
Hey, Pop.
How are you?
Hey, Pop.
Also, hello to Mark Harkness. In the Jaws novel, everyone is a jerk.
Even the shark.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially
Shark's
the
a
shark.
jerk. He's eating people. And
Hold on just a moment.
Absolutely. And then, where was it? I thought I saw. Gavin Blackburn says to Mark Harkness, or Gavin Blackburn says to Pop Culture, hello, curator, hello. And also, I love The Sting. Great movie. I've been on a bit of a Paul Newman kick myself. I just recently watched The Hustler and The Color of Money. And I do want to get to The Sting and, what's the one where he's a cowboy? Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I haven't seen that. Picking up all the slack on my Paul Newman movies. Gonna have a salad with some dressing. Go to charity.
Where are your guys first?
That's the same Paul Newman?
Yep.
With the salad dressing?
Same guy.
Same guy.
What's your first movies in the theater? Besides Jill.
Mine was one of the re-releases of Star Wars.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. That's a good way to get started.
The original. I remember it was in Ottawa, and it was in a mall where the theater was down one level, so it was a subterranean theater. And went, and I only remember the escalator going down to the theater, and then the Sand People. I was very young. And then a bunch of drive-in movies like E.T., The Great Muppet Caper, Empire Strikes Back I saw at the drive-in. But yeah, it was I was sort of led into checking out flicks at the cinema by my folks. So that was a blast. Carried with me, although it's dropped off in recent years just because there hasn't been a whole heck of a lot to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you start going to go watch classics just to be in the movie theater, and that's what
definitely.
Aunt G does.
Yeah, when you see a classic in it, when you see a movie, like for instance, this happened with so in high school, I was shown The Graduate in the film class, and I liked it, but I don't know, it just wasn't really on TV a lot, or at least around me for some reason. So let's see, it would be like 20 years after that, for like the 40th anniversary of The Graduate, or maybe it was 50 years since it came out, I went and saw it in the theater, and it felt like it was the first time I ever saw it. It restored everything that was great about it all at once. And the other thing was, the problem is that I only saw The Graduate like one or two times. I saw Wayne's World 2 a whole lot of times, and the end of that is a parody of that movie, and that started to like unintentionally take away from the impact of the original film. So seeing Graduate in the theater restored everything that was good. I was like, oh, this is actually a really good serious scene. Nothing against Wayne's World 2, but it started like degrading the experience because I was watching the fake version instead of like the real version. Like, oh, this character's actually borderline psychotic.
Oh man, I've never seen the parody.
Well, Wayne's World 2 does like a parody at the end.
Oh, that
with
one.
a church
Okay,
scene.
yeah, I don't remember
It's funny. It's definitely funny, but if you watch that all the time and only see Graduate once, it's gonna hurt your opinion of The Graduate because you
Also,
start to think it's a joke. Oh.
Pleasant Valley Picker, how are you doing today?
Well, I just had an interesting conversation on the phone, but I won't go into it here.
Well, okay.
So I'll let you know about that later. Maybe I'll send you a tweet
tell
or
me
something,
later.
Jill.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. But all right.
But other than that, I guess I'm doing okay. So you guys are talking about movies, or?
Well, we're talking about anything you want because this is an open topic stream, and so I'm just looking to see if there's any news, science fiction news. All I found out was someone is squandering money at Netflix, but I haven't found anything interesting after that.
Actually,
Monday.
I saw an interesting video on YouTube. I guess it was yesterday or the day before. I don't know if this is accurate. I mean, because sometimes people, they'll go and report stuff. They say they have insider sources. But this fellow said he actually, I guess, knows people that work at Brian Henson's studio, Jim Henson's son. And Brian Henson was the guy that put together that sci-fi series. Remember a show called Farscape years ago?
Yeah.
I love Farscape. Farscape's
I love
awesome.
Farscape. I think it's one of the greatest series ever made, personally.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, and Scorpius?
At first, once you get past the fact that there are puppets everywhere.
Well, Yeah, but you know, even Rigel does.
Picard
He
season
takes
3.
on a personality, does he not? After a number of
Of
episodes,
course,
like
he is a great character,
he
and
grows
so
as a
is
character.
the ship Moria.
Moya, I think it
Moya.
is.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. The ship's cool, and the aliens. I think it's by far got the best aliens of any sci-fi series. I mean, the aliens are unbelievable, unbelievably creative and well built. I mean, you can actually believe the reality of a lot of them, right? They look pretty damn fantastic.
Definitely,
Anyway,
it's a really great show considering they spend a lot of time on the ship.
oh yeah. But the thing is, this fellow was talking about, he says he apparently knows a couple of people that work for Brian Henson, and there is discussions apparently ongoing at the moment about not rebooting the show, but continuing the show where it left off with the same cast, which
Oh,
I
really?
find very, very interesting and kind of exciting actually, because
Yeah, that's the way
apparently,
you want a series to go. You want
oh
it to
yeah,
go forward into the future
that's right.
and not
Yeah.
get
And
rebooted. Like,
if
hey, you're just gonna tell that same story again. I've already saw it. Don't
Yeah,
do
well,
that.
if we find out what the characters have been up to, say for the last 10 or 12 years, or however much time they want to
Mhm.
tell us that's passed on, which obviously it will, because the characters will all be older because the actors are older. But
Yeah.
I think it could be a fascinating series if they have the same quality of the writers, if they have a good writers room to make really interesting stories and keep it like good sci-fi.
Mhm.
I think a continuation of the series is a very exciting thought, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But the thing is, Henson, I guess, almost lost control of it because there were other parties involved. Like I think there was an Australian network, the Sci-Fi Channel. I think even Paramount's got their finger in the pie right now, which is a
Oh
little
no,
scary.
wait,
Yeah.
not Paramount. No, what?
Yes. He
You
mentioned
just waited at
Paramount,
the most
and that
terrible part of the whole thing.
that
Hey,
scared the hell out of me.
Look at the chat.
But
Oh, hey,
still,
LDG. Thank you so
oh,
much.
hello,
Oh,
LDG,
holy crap.
LDG.
LGG, what are you doing? Thank you so much for
Making it
becoming a member.
rain.
And thank you for gifting 10 memberships. That is insane. Thank you so much. It's like Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Thanksgiving.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa. What else? What other holidays?
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog
Saturnalia.
Day.
Just like that.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, of course. You know.
And so the recipients of LDG's 10 gift memberships, thank you. Thank you so much. That is so extremely generous of you.
Well done,
Anonymous.
Stokely.
Rod Thunderheart got a membership. And Shield Wall of Dragons got a membership. And Anonymous got a sponsorship twice. How did that happen?
What?
Twice?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? It's just reporting it to me twice. That's all. It's just once. Mr. Angel.
Recording it twice.
Miss Martin Muses got a membership. That's amazing. Lisa also. All these cool people. Suzanne Eckstein. And Victor Fontaine. Oh my goodness. DJ Ronnie G. Skogly. Wow, Skogly did get a
Skogly.
membership.
Yeah, I have the wrong
Crazy.
kind of channel, so I can't get a damn membership. Damn.
Oh, you got a branded account. I'm sorry. to
That's
hear
right. I
that.
don't know how. I
It's-
don't know why. I just signed up, and that's what the YouTubers gave me. So I don't know.
Mm.
Hey,
I-
LDG, do you want to come up here and explain yourself? I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. Thank you so
I
much.
don't
You are
understand
welcome to come on if you want.
The whole myth of this branded account thing, like no one seemed. It's just like, what does that mean? Like brand, like
I have no idea, because as far as I know, I'm not a brand. So, and I'm not
No.
branded. You know.
like I used to think it meant that you were like already like a monetized YouTuber and you weren't allowed to get one. But then I've gifted memberships to monetized YouTubers.
Oh, I'm a long way from being monetized. Believe me, a long.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Well, that's not it then. Then what is it then?
I have no idea. I mean, I could ask. I guess you could, ask YouTube if you have any way to contact them. But I doubt you'd ever get any kind of real answer, because
But
Oh.
my problem is that I I have offered anybody who gets my highest tier a thank you video, which I'm working on. I'm working on Stone Rapids,
Oh.
still the first one. But the funny part is I have to figure out who's been gifted a membership and who
Now the gift memberships that go out, that's to your highest tier, right? Because it's
Yeah.
$4.99.
because it's so cheap, because my memberships are so cheap. Then
No, you
everybody
need
gets
the-
the
you need
highest
the
membership.
60
So I
you
have
need-
to figure out who got gifted memberships and who purchased it on their own, so that I know who to make the
When are we
videos
getting the
for.
$50 Jill membership, the ultimate tier?
So you're only doing the personal video for the people that actually coughed up real money.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
But
Okay. I don't know, Jill. That's so. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to really be nice, you could just give everybody that's got the.
I
high
know,
tier.
and I might do that, but I'm gonna put priority over the ones who.
Well, you could do one you could do like a special gifted membership thank you, like, hey guys, you guys didn't really feel like spending your own money, so someone else did it for you. So thanks, I guess.
Well, that's a good way to not have them sub again.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
you're.
right.
I mean, you're kind of a freeloader, but I'll let it pass.
But that's
I
awesome,
actually-
though. Thank you so
Chance-
much, LGG. That is the most amazing thing. And he also did join at the Plessy Nation level.
By the
So
way,
that's
I
pretty
put
cool.
I put in the private chat that link to the guy that posted that Farscape stuff. Now I haven't watched the whole thing till the end, so if he goes like April Fool or something at the end, it's like don't hold it against me because I haven't watched the whole thing yet. so-
Oh, about Farscape?
Yep. It's in the
In
private chat.
case you get rickrolled.
Well, I can't watch videos on my live on my
No,
show.
no,
so
no,
I'll
no.
have to look
Watch
at
it
that
later, of course. Yeah, I didn't say watch it now.
So how do you know if you're a branded channel? That's a good question.
It's a myth.
Well,
It's they don't want to tell you.
I think if you look in your account settings, there's somewhere. I mean, I remember somebody told
Obviously,
me,
yeah.
and I went and I checked it, and it was like, sure enough, branded channel when I checked
Mhm.
it. So yeah, you can find it, I guess, if you have the right, if you can, go into your account information and
So
find it
the
there.
answer is go to myaccount.google.com/brand accounts. So there you go.
Yeah,
There.
I think that might be it. Yeah.
I used to think it was.
No, not might. It is
What?
it.
Okay.
Right there.
Well, there you go. There's the proof.
Check if
Check
you have a brand.
under-
Jill may be
I don't need
correct.
to check it though, because I already know. So
Yeah, see, I'll show you mine.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
So I have branded accounts here. So yeah.
Oh,
I
so
do
you
have a
are
branded account.
considered a branded account now.
I am.
Oh, so you
So
can't get a
if
gift
you-
then from some.
No, yeah, this particular account cannot get free memberships.
huh.
See, that's the thing. I would have. My first thing would say is, oh, well, it's because you just got monetized. But then, about as soon as this happened, about almost a year ago, I was in Mary Mayhem's chat, and I issued gifted memberships. And this confiscator named Andy Summers got one who's clearly been monetized for years. Like, oh, okay, you can do that. Well, what does branded mean? It's just one of those things that Google just doesn't want to tell you what it is because they honestly don't feel like explaining to you, and just so you get confused and annoyed. Oh, we're not going to tell you what it is. You should just know You should just know. You should just download it like Ray did the Force.
Yeah. And hello to Darius Munchausen. He says Farscape rules. Yeah, it really does. So there you go. That's how you know if
Darius
you're branded. You click on
Munchausen.
that link. And
Brie
I think
Larson's
branded is a
feet.
bad thing. I think it's like a scarlet letter, says John
Probably is.
Jones. Not
Well,
exactly.
There was that old Chuck Connors Western show called Branded, I remember years ago, which was actually not a bad Western, actually.
Hmm.
Ran for, I think, 3 seasons or something. 2
I'm
seasons.
trying to look up your news about Farscape. I think I'm gonna find it and we'll see how it's going.
Well, people who have gifted memberships can also gift back too.
Oh, they can? That's great.
Yeah, like if you have a gifted membership, you can gift memberships just like a regular channel member for the time that you have it.
Oh, neat.
And pretty
That's
soon,
pretty
Jill's
cool.
going to have thousands of memberships, thousands,
Thousands.
and thousands, and thousands.
You
of
have more
sub-
memberships than actual subscribers. I don't know how you're gonna. That's gonna be impossible. But
Exactly, and she's going to have to do a personal thank you video to each and every single
Yeah,
one.
right.
you better.
Oh my
That'll
god.
keep Jill
That
busy for a couple of years.
yeah, Manji, you're right. How can I have more memberships than I do subscribers? That doesn't make sense.
That's pretty funny. They're multiplying like bunnies.
Well, today they are. I got
Oh.
10 of them.
Well,
One,
before you got on, before you came on, PV, we were talking about how, you know, there are people who give like Doomcock tons of memberships, and all these people names are come up that you've never heard of.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I used to watch Doomcock every Friday with his Friday Night Frolic stuff, and I remember
Like
there was always-
Pool Cleaner 61 just got gifted a membership. Okay, who the bleep is that?
exactly. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, really.
oh shit,
It really
it's
is.
past noon, says Gorilla's Random Thoughts.
Oh, did you just wake up now,
Hello,
Gorilla?
Gorilla.
Just gonna say
Gorilla's
that.
Gorilla's just sleeping off the turkey from yesterday.
Yeah, I had some turkey yesterday. Happy American Thanksgiving, y'all.
Jill,
Well-
did you bake yesterday, or did you buy store cake and just pass off as your own work?
Yeah, I just bought a pie. I did all the the rest of the cooking except for the turkey itself.
Okay.
And
So you
no.
bought a pre-cooked turkey?
No, my husband cooked the turkey.
Oh, get the hubby to do the hard work. Of course. that's
Yeah, I
what
see.
happened.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what they're for, right?
That's what they're for. Yes, of
He's
course.
too busy doing the thank you videos. Like, oh yeah, I got to thank some people who didn't actually want to pay me. You can do it. You can go do the turkey.
I'm gonna get, you know what's gonna happen? Everybody's gonna end up getting one because I'm gonna get confused as to who's a real member and who's not. And everybody, as long as I know their name, and it's not like somebody that, yeah, I'm sure,
Jill's
I'm
gonna
for
be
sure they're.
Jill's gonna
You
be
may
taking
not know
names.
who we
Yeah.
are, but we know who you are.
Jill's gonna be taking names. She's gonna be checking that list. She's gonna be checking it twice to see who's naughty and who's nice. It's that time of the season.
Oh dear. Mark Harkness says Brandon scorned, as are the ones who ran.
That's the lyrics from the theme song.
What do you
Branded.
do when you're
That's good.
branded? And know your man. Oh, I didn't know it was.
Yeah, he's basically kicked out of the military, right? They break his sword, they rip his, patches off his arms, off his uniform, and he's like an outcast. So I guess he kind of goes out on his own, and he's kind of like a solo operative, just surviving in the world type of thing. So it's quite an interesting show, actually.
Oh, it's a theme song for a TV show. What TV show?
Branded, yeah.
Oh, the
Branded.
name of the show is called Branded.
He's branded. He's basically branded, an outcast, right? He's been, branded as a bad man in the military, so they kick him
So
out. Basically,
did they oh, okay, just branded in that sense, not literally. They didn't take a hot
No,
poker
no,
and
they didn't.
stab
They
him.
didn't tie him down and get a hot iron on him or anything. No. Hey, it was like 60s TV, Jill. It wasn't that graphic.
I did hear another rumor that, of course, I can't confirm that. If you've been like a legitimate channel member and then you quit, that you can't get a gifted membership. But that's not one of those rumors.
Oh, I don't know about that one. That's a weird
It's
one.
another one that no one's sure. Because I see Doomcock had all these gifted memberships. I made a joke to somebody. I should just quit my membership and just take the free ones. Or would I pay? He's getting like 50 every week. I mean, surely I interact more than these people that we never heard of.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
the arbitrary nature of the gifted membership. It's true. It's not based on years of service or loyalty or anything like that. It's random as the wind. I got one to Eric July just the other day, just for showing up. I'm one of those people. I was only there by accident. Now I'm a member. To underscore your point about the fickle nature
Yeah.
of the
And
membership.
Gorilla, okay, so there was so he didn't, it's not that Gorilla woke up late. It turns out that his kid is very distracting. And so the time has flown due to being a parent. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Don't need to check me twice.
I think he mentioned when I was talking with him yesterday that his daughter, he had to pick his daughter up or something because she was coming over last night. So and then I remember,
Darius didn't think Branded was real. He thought it was a made up show.
no, it's a real show.
It does sound made up.
Chuck
James
Connors
Caserta
is
says-
great in it.
Oh yeah.
Well, his main show is called The Rifleman, and that went for 5 seasons and was a huge hit.
Rifleman.
back in the
Oh.
50s, early 60s. Great
You
show.
really know
Awesome
your
show.
westerns.
Well, the thing is, back then westerns were great, Joe. Like it was the main genre. There was probably like 10 or 15 at once on the TV back some years back in those days, right? Because it was the most popular genre there was on television for quite some time. And there were some really good ones. And The Rifleman's right at the top of my list because get this, it's about a single father, in the Wild West trying to raise his son to be a good person. And he's a very, like a very ethical man, like a, upstanding kind of man. And he's got this really cool rifle. Like he just has to swing it and it just like reloads and it's like rapid fire. So it's like bang, 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 bang. Well, it's in the main credits at the start. You see him shooting the rifle off, and it's a very cool show. Very good writing, excellent writing, some really great villains, some good
Well, that's a
continuing
good.
characters. It's a
Yeah,
really awesome show, and it's
that
about a
sounds.
single father raising his son back in
And
the
that's
late
great.
50s. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, that is really good to have a positive male
Positive
role
role model
model
all
in
the
a
way.
movie.
And
That's
get
pretty
this,
great.
in real life, Chuck Connors and I can't remember the name of the actor that played his son offhand, but in real life they were actually very, very close and they became lifelong friends and they stayed in touch with each other right up till when, Chuck Connors passed away, I guess in the late 70s or something. So they stayed, friends for all through their lives, which was
Well,
I
that's
thought was
pretty
very
amazing
cool.
when some actors actually stay friends for so long. Mark
I think,
Harkness
yeah,
says branded as called a coward and a disgrace, and he took it because telling the truth would disgrace his dead CO and probably start an Indian war, if I remember correctly. Oh,
hey,
is that?
thanks for the research, sir, Mark. Appreciate
Yeah, and so that's the reasoning
it.
why he was branded. Okay, so
He was
he
actually
was
an innocent
ousted,
man.
but yeah, he was actually innocent, but he took the fall for
Exactly.
to make sure that other people weren't hurt. And so that's
Yeah.
really cool. John Doe says, "Oh, what a nice British accent. He sounded like Charles Dickens or something." James
Who's
Cassady
that,
says, "I
Scotty?
knew it." Yeah, Scotty sounds like Charles Dickens. Scotty's not even here.
It looks like Scotty's off. It looks like he's at a casino or something. Oh no, that's the Bridge of the Enterprise.
Yeah, that's
James
He
is
wishes he
tiny.
was at the casino.
I mean, he probably is at a casino, actually.
yeah, no, look. Yeah, so when Scotty's not here, this is his away avatar. And when he returns, he's going to show up and his face will be here again. So that's how we know when he's here and when he's not here.
Whenever I go on somebody's stream like this, I'll get like a notification that this stream is live, and I'm shocked I haven't had like a brain cramp and like clicked on the notification and kicked myself out of the stream. Because I gotta go, Jill's live.
Oh wow, that means a lot. Thank you, Manji. Although I would like to find some sci-fi news, but there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of sci-fi news. Let's see.
No Farscape
Make
news?
something up.
No, I couldn't find anything about Farscape. You are hot on the trail of something that is brand new information because I can't find any articles talking about it.
Unless the guy's
PvP.
just totally wrong, which is
Oh,
possible too, right?
who's saying it? Oh, you sent me a link. You sent me a link. Right.
Yeah, it's in the
But I
private
can't
chat.
look at it.
I can send you
All
a
right.
tweet later if you like.
You send me the idol, I throw you the link.
Let's see. I'm going to look up Farscape and click on news and see if I get
Find
it.
it.
So, I mean, I don't know much about Farscape, but you're saying that this would be a continuation of what's already happened, not a reboot.
Yeah, not a reboot. That's what the
Yeah, some
guy
people
says
can-
anyway.
Gorilla, you do
reboot.
not.
Same. Apparently the same cast. Apparently they can get a lot of the cast back. And apparently, they still look pretty good for even though they're older, but they still look pretty good. Apparently, so it could be very interesting if it's true. I mean, who the
Yeah,
hell
if
knows
it's
if
true.
it's true?
Gorilla, you do not need me in order to gamble. You don't need me to curse
If
just
it's
for
the
you to
same
gamble.
cast, then it can't be a reboot. That makes it a sequel.
I don't like if I'm just randomly cursing just so that you can gamble. It's not going to happen. So
Just-
it's
Joe-
got to happen.
Joe
cast,
cursing is
that's
the
a
best.
reboot.
Boulder
I
Dash.
feel Boulder Dash. Yes, I can say that. I can also say bollocks because that's not a real curse word in my world. And John Doe says, yeah, and every episode of The Rifleman teaches you a lesson in ethics towards people. Oh, how nice. That is great. I do like shows with a good philosophy on life. Gorilla says, who is Blink Avatar? That is Matt G. So
Yeah.
you get to listen to Matt G today talk about stuff. But then I don't win, says Gorilla. Aw. Yeah,
No, I was gonna
right.
say, I was just
I can't help you with that.
I was just saying that when some people, like my friend, kind of does this to me sometimes. He tells me there's going to be a reboot of something, but it's not really a reboot. It's just it's a continuation or a sequel. And it's like you got to get those straight because a reboot is something different.
Exactly. If it's the same actors, it can't be a reboot.
Yeah, I know they're like it's rebooting it in the greater sense, like, oh, we're bringing it back, we're starting over, but it's not a new continuity. It's the old continuity. Like I understand you saying it as a mistake, but I always got to double check to make sure. Are we talking about an actual reboot, like whole new cast, no connection to everything, or it's just a revival?
Oh, if it's a reboot, I'm not interested if they got different actors because it'll probably suck anyway.
Unfortunately.
So, but if it's a continuation with basically the same cast, I think he said Ben Browder was in. I think Gigi Edgley he mentioned. As I say, I haven't watched the entire video, so. But you know, if you want to check it out, it was kind of interesting, and I hope because he actually mentioned Brian Henson actually tried like 3 years ago to get it to get the show back on, and I guess the negotiations fell apart because you know that's what happens a lot of the time. But this time, apparently, you know, the interested parties that have a finger in the pie, so to speak, are all there and talking, you know, and negotiating. So let's, you know, we'll just wait and see, I guess, you know, what happens. But I wouldn't mind seeing them
whoever
back.
created that content is on the forefront of whatever's happening there because I can't find it.
Yeah, I would love to see Brian Henson, you know, back doing some quality TV because it's been too long, really, because he's got such a creative staff. It's a shame.
Hey, do you think
Yeah.
I'll get in trouble for showing a trailer? I want to see a trailer.
Knowing your luck, probably.
Probably I would get in trouble, right?
Talk over, unless
I
you
don't-
talk over it and stop it every 5 seconds.
A trailer?
Oh, okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
let's
there's
do
any
that.
Farscape trailer, but I don't know. What
No, I don't
Really?
care about that. Well, I
They
mean,
should
I
pay
do
you
care about
money.
Farscape, but I don't have any
you
information.
got a
on it.
trailer for something else.
Yeah, it's a trailer for something else because I
For Picard season
I want
4.
to talk about sci-fi stuff. Picard season 4, yeah.
Yeah, Jill's most
Oh, there you
anticipated
go,
show.
Gorilla. I didn't even need to. See, it has to be organic, Gorilla. So there you go. You got it. Imagine all he had to do was mention the film. The Steino Star Trek in
Sci-fi.
name only.
Now, Gorilla's out
Like
heading
about
right
it.
out to the store to buy some lottery tickets.
Yeah, now he can. And so I don't know what this is.
He better buy a
I
membership
just-
though this time.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to buy a membership. He can do what he wants.
Let's
look,
start
hey,
shelling out the
show
money.
About a writer,
That's a joke,
writing
Jill.
About a writer.
Who's making it funny?
Well, that is funny. Anyway, a writer making fun of a writer. Oh, welcome back, Scotty.
Hey.
Think about a writer track.
I like knowing when you're here
I thi-
and not.
I think it'd be-
most days.
I think it'd be more interesting as the other way around if it was about an android with an unstable writer.
Okay, so this
writing,
is
Yeah,
the
writing about
that I
writers
would
right,
watch.
It's just so pretentious. Why can't it be an android with a baseball player, for example, or a lingerie
Right, well-
model? It's got to be a fucking writer, isn't it? Oh, I'm a writer. It's about write about what you know. Oh, I write about a writer writing. Brilliant,
Oh.
great imagination.
Well, that's what it is. This is a writer about a writer. Yeah.
Yeah, check
This is
please.
a-
I'm out already.
This might be
Hey.
Discovery. This might be Discovery
Boring.
season 7 trailer.
AI sci-fi thriller Blink about a writer trapped with an unstable android. Okay, so already Captain Finity has decided this does not sound interesting. It is a British indie AI sci-fi thriller.
Of course it is.
And
Nothing.
It's a writer.
Limeys.
After checking in at the AI operated writer's retreat, Claire, played by Rachel Shelley, finds herself trapped in her unit with a malfunctioning android. Her unit? Like, is
Yeah,
that like
that's-
an apartment?
That's believable.
I guess.
Yeah.
As her captor becomes increasingly unstable, she has to outsmart the technology to make it out alive. Ooh, oh, you know what? I might like this. It's a good way to have a very low budget for your movie to have it all in one room. There's a word for that. A bottle movie, I guess.
Boring.
Yeah.
Limited.
How do you trap yourself in your room?
Yawn
like-
inducing.
I don't know.
No, she
I mean, that-
finds herself trapped in her unit. So she doesn't trap herself. She just finds herself there. Hey, Tiger.
It's Tiger Stripes.
Tiger
Stripes. Hello.
Welcome,
hope-
Tiger Stripes.
I hope
Tiger
this next
Stripes.
person in the next paragraph is related to someone else we know with that last name.
Oh, the movie comes from Natalie Kennedy, who is making her directorial debut. I don't know.
She is.
I have no idea if there's any relation.
Wouldn't that be great?
It's probably the daughter
Fade in.
of another Kennedy we know and don't love.
Oh no, is it?
Oh, that one.
Put a chicken in it and make it.
Directorial debut. Now that's kind of scary as well.
I would bet that there's no relation because she's British. I don't know. Kathleen Kennedy is not British, so.
Just a relative.
Hey, any production company
human
that calls
either.
itself Sparky Pictures has got my vote of confidence. Not
Did you just say not?
Sparkly pictures.
He
Sparky
did.
Pictures.
Noted.
Sparky Pictures.
What's wrong with Sparky? You don't like dogs?
I just think it sounds silly. That's all.
Sparky pictures. Maybe they'll put out the next Mandalorian season.
Well,
This
it's going straight to
Blandalorian. Am
streaming.
I right?
It's going straight to streaming, so you don't have to worry about it. Starting on January 8th.
Well, that sounds exciting.
I still have not seen The Mandalorian. I know. I keep meaning
You've missed
to,
nothing.
But I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, Blandalorian, go! You need to get the thing. You got the thing. Okay, see you next week.
Blank.
Oh, you got. I'm gonna share it
Okay.
again to make sure that I'm sharing the audio.
I'm sure this isn't like an Alex Kurtz biography, blank.
It's the writer's brain that's blank.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll clip it out later if there's a copyright issue. All right, already with the logos.
I love it when they have endless logos at the start
Right,
of the movie.
pretentious logo
That's
production.
fun.
Would you like to
So
hear a story?
echoey. Why is it
It's a
echoey?
pleasure to finally meet you. I'll be your concierge.
Once upon a time, there was this writer. And she had
Typewriter?
nothing
Wow.
in this world except for her book.
You know what, Captain Finity, this does look boring.
You know, just that classic writing advice: write about what you know. Some writers take that seriously. Well, I'm going to write a story about a writer writing this. Here we fucking go.
Yeah, I bet
We
she's
all do
typing
it.
out all work and no play makes Jill a
Like Jack a
boring
dull
girl.
boy. There you
Jack a
go.
Dull girl.
Her stories.
Oh man.
Red Rob.
And they wanted her to
Red
write
Rob.
more. But she had run out of stories.
Hello, Claire. My name is Rita. I will be
I
your
can't
assistant
do
for the next
Oh
30
my
days.
lord.
I am here to
I
make your
can't
stay with
promote.
us as comfortable as possible and assist you in the completion of your work.
Welcome to the beginning of you.
Check, please.
Something's wrong with
This looks just so
Okay.
pretentious.
Slightly domestic. Oh, is this gonna be? Are they gonna be?
the scan. The door's not opening.
Some malware was
Why
detected in
is
the
the
system.
AI dressed like a
Nothing to worry
1950s
about.
housewife?
Hello, Claire.
That's why you
My
have
name
to
is
watch
Rita.
the movie to find out.
Oh,
Ah,
I
you
don't- I
gotta
don't
watch the
care.
movie to find.
I don't
Because-
care.
Well, the reason why I don't know why she's dressed like that, but she's obviously performing domestic duties, and so she's like a housewife.
So they have
But
to dress her like that
android?
because the audience is too dumb to figure out she's performing domestic duties. Of course.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we don't know because we don't know anything about the narrative. This is a commercial.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Scotty. You watch the whole thing and then you tell me what the narrative is.
Well, Jill's
I've
covering
got
it the
opinion,
next month
haven't
that comes
seen
out.
it, didn't like it. B minus.
All right.
Hey,
I-
B minus is too high of a score for something you don't like.
Yeah, if you don't
What,
want to see it,
something,
that's okay.
Scotty?
It doesn't automatically make it bad.
Actually,
ought to
watch
make
it,
it good
Scotty. You
either.
get my
Well,
own
but I'm not
opinion.
saying
This
that
is
it's good.
YouTube, sir.
I'm just saying that the presentation of an advertising material It's either going to intrigue you or it isn't, but I don't think that
Well,
you can
don't
judge
they
the entire
usually-
work based on the advertisement.
Isn't
I
the
think this is the-
advertising material usually there to pull you in? So they take the best stuff and they pack it into the trailer generally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If the advert
Yes.
doesn't
And
get
if
you
it isn't
pulled
for
in, what are you going to
you-
wait for?
And if this is the best they got-
boring bits.
But
Exactly.
if it doesn't
Well-
say anything to you, then you don't have to subscribe to
I
the
won't.
product.
Thank you.
Good, don't. That's
I do
okay.
want to
But that doesn't
welcome
delineate
Tiger
that it's a
Stripes if
bad
she's
thing.
here.
Tiger
Hello,
Stripes
Tiger
is
Stripes.
probably
Are you here?
tuning out to all of us arguing.
I know,
Or
but I at
disgusting.
least want to say hi, and then she can tune us out.
Yeah. Now is
Listen,
Blank in
maybe
the
she'll
pop
be back
culture
later.
topic. Should you
Is
be
Blank in
the
the
trailer put me
DCU?
off? It's just the trailer. Exactly, it's the trailer. If the trailer doesn't get me hooked, I'm out of here. I gave you one job trailer. Get me pumped for your stupid fucking story about a guy writing a story about a guy writing a story.
Yeah, you can't.
You failed, trailer. You failed. The one thing. I gave you one job trailer. Get me pumped. I am not pumped.
Yeah,
it's not over
exactly. The
yet.
trailer should get you excited about it, but the thing is, you really won't know how good it is until you see it. However,
That's what they said about The Last Jedi.
Oh, it's gonna be unbelievable.
see, right?
I will be your assistant for the next 30 days. I am here to assist you in the completion of your work.
Welcome to the beginning of you. The beginning of you.
Hello, Claire. My name is Rita. I will be your assistant.
There you go. There,
Yeah,
that's the
well
part
done,
that you
Claire.
wanted, sort of. Except
Something
it was
is going on out there. And it's affecting us in here.
Hello, Claire. My name is Rita.
Defective.
Responding to emergency protocol.
What is coming to stay?
The beginning of you.
I'm dying.
Claire, stay with me.
That big bad world out there will swallow you whole. I need you to open the door.
Stay with me, Claire.
Are you close to the end? I don't have an end yet.
The feel-good comedy of the year.
what the hell was that?
Well, that Blank is pretty much the way I feel emotionally after watching that. It's like, nope.
Bottle
Nothing
episode
there.
says Tiger Stripes in the chat. Oh,
Isn't-
Tiger Stripes left. Tiger
yeah,
Stripes
she left-
came.
she
She
left
saw.
halfway
She
through the
ran.
trailer.
She ran.
Yeah, nice
I'm
going,
sorry
Joe.
if I scared you off, Tiger Stripes. I just wanted to look at a trailer.
Isn't
You're
the
fired.
Isn't the malfunctioning android one of the creakiest, oldest tropes in sci-fi, though? I mean, come on,
Yes.
folks.
Well,
Oh,
that
here you
and
go,
the
she's
writer
back.
writing
But it's
Of
one of
this
my
week's
favorite
episode
tropes. I don't mind a
the
trope being
Scary
used
Door.
over.
If
Can
it's well
you
done.
hear
What
me?
next? Going
Yeah.
back in time and changing
Could you hear me before?
history?
No.
I could
No,
not
we-
hear
we
you
actually
at
could not.
all before.
That's really a blessing because I was doing a lot of shouting and cursing. And you know, I'm not proud of myself when that happens.
Well, had I heard,
Synchronicity.
I don't think you would have been shouting and cursing if
Oh, I was.
I could hear you, because then I could respond to you, say
Yes.
hello to you,
Yes,
say
you would-
hello,
you
Tiger
would have
Stripes.
said
How are you
shame on
doing
you
today?
for losing your control like that.
Well, we would have figured it out
Oh.
together.
Perhaps. Always astonished when people can't give something 90 seconds.
Yeah,
Thank you.
agreed.
Thank you.
No, but that doesn't look that good. But
I
you know, I
make
might
it to
try
the
it
end of
anyway.
it because I had to come out and then turn the computer
Right.
down and come back in again
it
because
just
it was
gets
pretty
really-
clear you couldn't hear me shouting and cursing.
Right, I couldn't.
Yes.
I was very
I
disappointed.
generally-
I wanted to hear from you.
Well, I was willing to give it a chance, to see it through to the end. But I
It
didn't.
gets really horror movie weird at the end. It just starts flashing scary images without actually any context to what you're looking at.
Yeah, it looked a little odd, but my idea of the perfect trailer is a trailer that takes material from the first 20 minutes of the movie
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't spoil it for you,
Yes,
because so many trailers do.
Oh, right, like putting Gandalf in the Two Tower.
So many trailers spoil things.
yeah. Some trailers put like the greatest
climax.
scene in the whole movie in there,
Yeah.
and you don't know until you see it. Oh, I already saw it already.
Exactly.
I see dead people. Oh.
Yeah. That has to be one. John Doe says, "Isn't Night Court a continuation also? How's that doing in the ratings?"
Still phenomenal.
It got picked up for a second season.
They did?
really?
Oh, okay.
I was
yeah.
just complaining the other day how they're just recycling old sitcom ideas these days, and it's really, they have no brain cells to rub together to write something new. How hard can it be to conceptualize a situation comedy? You could just pull.
Yeah,
them
they
out
don't
of
even
the
know how
air.
to put a fresh take.
Yeah.
Like I watch a lot of old 60s sitcoms, and even then they did recycle ideas. Like, you can actually see the same plot on different shows.
Oh yeah, no,
but
that's
they,
very
but they
true.
did it. They did vary it up enough to make it interesting. Plus, it's still, the writing is still great. But now we don't have anything. Now it's
Yeah.
recycled and it's bad.
Yeah. It's crazy making.
Has
You know-
anyone seen Night Court? The new one? I haven't.
I've watched, I think, minutes of it. I can't say I sat through a whole one, but I wasn't a fan of the first one. So, I mean, I've watched a couple of those, from beginning to end, and I liked Harry Anderson so much that he could just sort of carry the show for me. But no.
It's a weird situation with sitcom. I've seen a couple of episodes of it, and I was a big fan of the original. But it's kind of strange watching that format of sitcom in 2023 after having seen like Arrested Development and Curb Your Enthusiasm and not relying on a laugh track. And so that is what throws me off. I caught one episode of the new Frasier. And I was like, it just feels strange with a laugh track in 2023.
Ooh,
That's an interesting take, because you get used to these. I don't know, what genre would you call? I mean, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm, but what genre do they actually call that? Where it's like no laugh track, comedy, almost
single camera.
Okay.
No,
well, it's
not
like almost
necessarily,
breaking.
because MASH didn't want a laugh track, so they made it a rule that anytime they were doing surgery, they couldn't use the laugh track. But then they did the rest of the time, which is sort of peculiar.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
And that was still a comedy.
I remember one trope from early 60s sitcoms where, like, if there was a character that's in school, they would come home, the principal would call the house and say, oh, your son or daughter tested off the charts in an IQ test and they're a genius and they should be sent to a special school. And the whole episode is about them preparing to leave their regular life, this and that. And then at the end, it turns out that it was a false reading. Oh, no, your son's actually or daughter.
Your son's actually an idiot. Oh, to tie all of these together, I'll just say very briefly that watched the Macy's yesterday, the parade, and the brother pointed out that they were using a roaring crowd soundtrack behind everything.
You know what? That was bothering the crap out of me.
Oh,
it sounded
so
awful.
Incredibly
It hurt my ears.
annoying.
I turned that crap off because
I need to
just
tweet
wasn't
about
it
that. We
wasn't
need to
good.
tweet that hard and let them know. That's just
that was
BS. Yeah, well,
Adding extra sound to a documentary.
Well, to a parade where there's already so much ambient sound. It was very surreal.
Gilding the
very
lily
peculiar.
somewhat.
And
don't
then
know.
of course there was I
Gilding
shouldn't
the
even talk
lily.
about this because it's offensive. So I won't. I'm going to stop right now.
What's that a
Now I'm
reference
curious.
to? Gilding the lily. Oh, but anyway.
It's an idiom.
Yeah.
There must have been a lily somewhere that someone started gilding, putting gold on that damn thing. It's like, the lily's perfect. I think God's fine.
Oh, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you.
It's
I
only
remember-
decades in, I start thinking about the cliches and idiom that I just take. It was like, oh yeah, gilding a lily. I see what they're doing there. It's quite. I never
I
thought
got
about
gilding
that.
the lily once. Somebody caught me putting makeup on at a party. It's a compliment, but there's no lily here. It's all paint.
I remember a few times in the 80s and 90s, I remember I'd see like sitcom reunion movies from the 60s and 50s and 60s, but those original ones had a laugh track, but then the reunion episode doesn't, and that ends up making it like awkward. It's like, okay, there's supposed to be somebody laughing here, now there's not.
Yeah, and it's worse when it's not funny, and you just
Yeah.
Like Friends.
laugh track works best if it actually is a funny show, and sometimes it still works. Did you see the new Frasier? You said you saw the new Frasier, Scotty, or
Yeah.
37. Did you like it?
Is it good?
No, not particularly.
Oh.
I watched it. I watched it with my mom, who celebrates the entire Frasier catalog, and she watched it, and she just found it sort of the writing wasn't as witty in terms of the characterization, and it just ended. It seemed silly. She like, as opposed to more, I don't know, mature comedy or turn of phrase. It just was more slapsticky.
Oh yeah, it's not supposed to be
Really?
silly. It's supposed to be really highbrow. Like
Yeah.
That's what made
the
Frasier
jokes
a
are
great
supposed
show.
to fly over your head.
That it was so
if you don't-
highbrow and it was so high concept sometimes, and sometimes the storylines got so complicated in like a 23-minute episode or wherever it was back in the day. It was like pretty impressive, actually, the writing on the original series. Like,
It was actually a good balance between the types of humor. There was some slapstick stuff
it was
too.
funny as hell. Well, I especially loved the dog, right? I mean, the dog was priceless.
Me too. That's the main question I wanted to ask Scotty. Is that did they have a Jack Russell Terrier hired for the show?
No, there was
Then-
no Jack Russell.
then I'm
The
not-
remake-
I'm not interested then.
That character was on the air for 20 straight years, combined with Cheers and Frasier. I don't know if that's a record. I thought I read it was, or at one point it was.
Next to James Arness and Gunsmoke, I think that lasted 20 years. So maybe it's tied for the record.
It was something for like a sitcom. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Frasier was on a long time in Cheers and Frasier, right? Taylor Swift. I don't know what your real name is, actually. I'm
Matt,
sorry.
you can call him Matt.
I came in late. Matt G. Oh, okay.
Sure.
Thank you. I came in too late to know the actual name.
So John Doe says Humans was a great British sci-fi series.
Never heard of that one.
Me neither. Does anybody know about Humans? I don't know. I can look it up. I'll look it up in a minute when I run out of things.
I just want to mention, back to Frasier for just a minute, if I
Sure,
may.
go ahead.
I particularly enjoy a lot of the Christmas episodes of Frasier because they did some of the best Christmas episodes, I think, of any series. I think they did like about 7 of them over the span of the show. And some of them were just absolutely hilarious. Like I remember one where, Brother Niles was in a stage play and he was playing Jesus. And that was the one where Frasier meets this woman when I think he's out shopping. He meets this charming lady. So they kind of get together, and she happens to be Jewish, of course, right? And her mother is very old school because her mother shows up at some point in the episode. So they're all in Frasier's apartment, and for some reason, Niles comes back to the apartment dressed as Jesus.
Right, because he was just in a play.
Frasier's like freaking out. It's like, no, hide, don't let her mother see you like that. So he hides. Of course, he hides in the bathroom, right? And the 2 ladies, they're heading off to the airport to go fly wherever they're flying for the holidays. And of course, Mama has to use the bathroom, so she opens the door, and there's Jesus standing there. Oh God, I laughed so hard.
That's so great. Yeah, the original Frasier was extremely hilarious.
Laugh track could have saved some matches. Like if the Picard series had a laugh track, I think it improves it.
Actually, somebody could add a laugh track.
Somebody else has said that it is that season is an unintentional comedy, but I just don't see the humor. I wish I did.
I'll tell you what else I don't see in Picard season 3. Picard.
Yeah. No, you're right. There is no Picard in Picard season 3.
There's no Picard in Picard season 3. Amen.
Just needs a laugh track. Someone laughing hysterically at like everything.
Well, that might have happened when I saw the jellyfish. Anyway, Mark Harkness says, Woody, are you typing another movie about our lives? Life is the only thing that happens to me. Types, Kenny, are you writing another movie about our lives? What is that from? Anybody know?
No, not I. I don't.
Not offhand.
Oh,
No.
That Cheers?
Mark Harkness knows.
no, I don't know.
Oh,
No,
no.
Mark
Well, I
Harkness.
Must be from a trailer I didn't watch the end of.
I know there was the character Woody in Cheers, but I don't remember him saying anything like that.
I thought it was a Toy Story reference. Hey,
Yeah, I
West
know. It feels like it. Hello to West Cagle.
Could be out. Yeah.
John Doe says, I saw this movie before. It was called Companion with Bruce Greenwood. Oh, Companion. Bruce Greenwood. Okay. So that's something to look at. So it had the same premise as this movie trailer. And I did notice that we lost Tiger Stripes. I don't know if she'll be returning or not, but I did enjoy the very brief moment that she did give us.
Always a pleasure to interact with Tiger Stripes.
It is.
Oh, I didn't ask PvP this question. It came late. Like, what was your first movie in the movie theater?
Oh, first movie. Oh, wow, that's really hard to remember because that's a long, long time ago.
I'm still wondering whether I should give
Honestly
90
can't
seconds for a
remember.
trailer.
It would have been back in the 60s.
It was a silent.
No, I'm not that
Oh,
old.
wow.
I'm
Wow,
just
nice
kidding.
dig.
I'm kidding.
I
Oh,
didn't think you had it in you,
Jill.
Jill. Jeez.
I was
Burn
thinking
from
that you
Jill.
said it.
Yeah, boy. Never expected that.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I'm
gosh.
sorry.
I was gonna make a talkie joke myself, but never mind.
Yeah, well, Jill beat you to it.
True story. True story.
Gosh, it's hard to remember when you were a kid in the 60s because that is a long time ago. To be fair, guys. I'll tell you the movie I remember. The first movie I actually remember watching in a theater, I think around 1965, when I was, still a fairly, little kid, was Mary Poppins. I remember that vividly.
Nice.
Because that really was
Oh.
that was a great movie, and that was back in the day when Disney did make great movies still. And
Oh, I remember hearing about that. They made great movies.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Once
just
Upon a
being in-
Time.
No, but I mean, when you're like 7 or whatever, you see that movie on a gigantic theater screen. I was pretty much totally entranced for 2 hours and whatever the running time of that thing is, and I just thought it was just a great, fun, entertaining,
Running time.
imaginative fantasy film. It was a really fun time, and that's my first memory. I might have seen a movie or two before that, but that's the first one I actually remember seeing. So
Well, that is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Expialidocious.
impressive. I could never.
I mean, normally I would give a
that.
trailer the full 90 seconds. That is my default. I mean, I'm not a beast. I'm a reasonable man.
No, but you knew right away you weren't going to like it when you saw the tagline.
Right, it was an outlier. I'm trying to say, Tiger, I agree. 90 seconds. I mean, we're all busy people, but I think 90 seconds is reasonable, and that does not represent my standard reaction to a trailer. I don't, I'm not like, you got 10 seconds trailer or I'm out. It just so happens, just one of those timing things, Tiger, that you just caught me a strange time, and a trailer that it's my number one as as a writer, just the cliche of the writer writing. Regulars will know I already despise the very inaccurate advice. Write about what you know. I'm writing Texas Chainsaw Massacre over here. What do you mean write about what you know? It's awful advice.
Yeah,
And so
that
indeed
movie
to
does
take that
seem
to
kind
its
of.
extreme, go, I'm writing a story about someone writing a story. It's like I can see the tedium of the bored writer right there on the screen. The moment I see a typewriter, I'm out. So I don't care. It's
Well,
1
not only
second
that,
into the trailer. That's just me.
something else.
So sorry, everyone. Normally I would give it the 90s. The moment any story with a writer writing, check please, I'm done.
Another thing I don't like about this movie that I haven't seen is that it seems like they spend too much time on mundane, everyday kind of things, and it doesn't seem like it would make for very good storytelling. But I could be wrong.
And it's probably just doing
somebody's
that.
gonna see it.
It's one of those things where it tries to set the scene. Like, oh, you think everything's going okay? It's gonna be great. There's an AI here, but then things go south.
And then, okay, so it turns into like a normal person using artificial intelligence to write, and then everything goes to hell somehow.
Well,
but you don't know how.
See, the thing is, it got me thinking. I actually like the trope, and it's quite an obscure, rare hipster trope of the story existing in the story, not just diegetically. But empathise with the reader. So I like to have a story where the reader can read about someone reading the story that they're reading. I wasn't there about a fucking writer writing. You want to be thinking about the writer because you don't want to think it's a story. You want to think it's a documentary. There is no writer, but there is a reader. So look out for the story of the reader reading about the reader reading the story, because now you've got the writer thinking about the reader, and the writer should always be thinking about
That
the
reminds me of the movie that turns into real life because the writer is writing it and then real life starts to happen. And
See, here we go,
I forget
writer
what
again, boring, whatever it is, I'm out.
No, but it
Stranger
was
Than
good
Fiction?
because
Don't care.
that
Yeah,
that.
Oh, the other one,
Writers
yeah.
banging on about
Welcome
writing.
Welcome back,
Thank you.
Tiger Stripes.
Thank you. I think
Tiger.
I'm having issues.
Oh, no.
Jill, permission to
Yes.
leave the bridge.
Denied.
Like
I'll
for the whole
return.
time.
No,
Okay,
I'll
as long as you'll be back, then yeah.
I'm just announcing I have to, hit up engineering for a moment.
He's always
Okay.
announcing things. I've got coffee and a cookie. Look at me.
Oh, look! You actually could look at him. For
I have a
second.
coffee,
That's
but no
amazing.
cookie. But
I made
the
the cookie
coffee is
myself.
good. I mean,
It's
slightly
shaped like a
lukewarm.
fox.
I need
You
coffee
did?
soon.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
I'm
It
just
is
having,
really cute.
I'm just having tea here.
That joke I made about they should have reversed the plot where it's the writer that's unstable and the AI is normal. That actually might be more interesting. Like, what if the AI is afraid of the human?
Well, that was Ex
Ooh, I like
Machina,
that.
which is an incredible movie if you haven't seen it.
Oh,
Which one?
okay.
Ex Machina.
Oh, next one. Okay.
Yeah, loved it. I got to see it again. Disturbing, but good. I would see it again. Not just so disturbing that I wouldn't see it again. But I love Oscar Isaac in anything.
I have not seen it yet. Is it in my list? It's in my watch list.
It's really
I have
good.
not seen it.
And a lot of those A24 movies I do find so disturbing, I don't want to see them again. I think that's their point. But this was really good.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't spoil it for yourself by looking at everything.
Oh, well, I just want to get an
Don't look
idea.
very
I'm
good.
not gonna know. I'm not gonna know what's going on by two guys drinking a beer.
You
It's about a
never know.
robot writing a novel.
That might be more interesting. The AI show says it's nothing new. It's a mixture between that Will Ferrell, Emma Thompson movie, Ex Machina. Nothing new when it comes to most movies. Oh, thank you, the AI show. Yeah, and we eventually caught up to you, the AI show. It just took us, let's see, about 20 minutes to catch up to your line of thinking.
It sounds like the AI show really knows their AIs.
Yeah, makes sense. Actually, does the AI show have an AI show? I've never really even asked. That
That's
is
a
a
good
question
question.
that is good for today. Let's see. Where is the AI show here? Whoa. Okay. What's going on?
What?
I'm looking at my live stream and something just happened again. And it's
That's like the
driving me crazy.
inverse of an announcement. Jill's like, whoa, I'm not going to tell you guys what's happening here.
But
I
so
don't
many
know
people
what's
do that
happening.
these days.
LDG, get in here and tell me why you're doing this. He gifted another. So LDG came in, made the extremely generous donation
Aw,
of not only becoming a member, but then gifting 10
Job.
memberships,
Come
and then
talk
he's
to us,
gifting
Job.
another 10 memberships. He has to
Incredible.
come talk
Making
to
it
us.
rain.
Fabulous.
Please come talk to us if you can. If you can get away from whatever you're doing. Thank you again.
He's writing a novel about a guy who's
Although-
writing a novel.
Although now I'm concerned that his account has been hijacked.
He's writing a novel about a guy writing a novel about a guy writing a novel about a guy
Oh, you've taken my
writing a
idea.
novel. It's infinite guys writing
God.
infinite novels.
That's exactly exactly. It's about a guy writing a book about a lucky genius, writing a book about a stupid idiot, writing a book about a guy called Captain.
Who got the second round of 10 memberships?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna read off who got
I
the
never
second
get
round
that
of
one.
10 memberships by LDG. No, you got one. You're a member. You got one.
Incredible.
The
Really?
first round. Yeah,
Wow.
the first
La, la,
10
la, la.
memberships.
Yay! But I didn't even know that could happen for me.
I didn't either.
I really thought YouTube had done something. I've gone in and looked at it, and it's just impenetrable. There's no way to decipher whether there's some button to push or something. But incredible. Thank
And
you.
See, the
before
thing is,
yeah,
when
yeah,
you start
thank you,
writing a
LD.
novel about a
Yeah.
guy writing a novel, you know what happens next? You know what the inevitable compulsory cliche is? Then you're like, what about the guy that I'm writing about writing a novel? What about everything that he writes in the novel starts to come true?
Yeah,
At some point, you implode like the Witch King of Angmar.
It becomes
yeah, and
yeah.
I think
But what it made, but then imagine then Tiger, you started writing a novel about this person, this genius called I don't know Tiger Stripes, who's writing a novel in which everything that they write comes true, and then you, in reality, writing that novel, everything that you write starts to actually come true. Dun, dun, dun.
well, I like the never-ending story and kind of has a sort of idea where the reader can have an effect on the actual story, but that
Right?
isn't a writer writing the story.
That's
What
the
were
one you're
those
reading.
called? Pick Your Own Adventures?
Yeah,
Back
choose
in
your
the
own
day?
adventure
Choose
story.
Your Own
That's what it
Adventure.
is. I like
Oh,
that.
well, then
Let's
you are
turn to
writing the story
page
effectively by the there's not
35.
one. Oh, and choose your own. Oh.
It's like
What
multiple
about a
choice
choose your own
writing.
adventure story about someone writing a choose your own adventure story?
I want to thank you.
Todzilla.
Hey, Todzilla. Hello. Thank you so much for stopping by today. He says, love me some anti-derivative Jill.
But he says that to all the girls.
I know he says it to
But in
all the
Jill's
girls.
case, he means it.
He says it to all the wrenches at least, and then other people too. Also.
Hang on, that's
It's so great to
brilliant.
see you.
Write your own adventure. I think. Hang on a minute. Hey, someone get J.J. Abrams on the phone. It's just a bunch of mystery boxes. Nothing happens.
Yeah,
Write your
and
own
hello.
adventure by J.J. Abrams.
I will skip that.
Just a book of
particular
blank
adventure.
pages.
Oh, right. Okay, it's just a notebook then. Then at least it's useful. Donnie says, hello, Todzilla. How are you? Hello, Donnie. Great to see you today. And hello to Anonymous. Welcome and congratulations on earning a membership from...
That Scotty
Potty
needs
humor.
a potty.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
Anonymous
rhymes.
says, yes, Scotty needs a potty.
Because without one, he'll go quite dotty.
I'm actually not sure where he went. He said that he has family over today, so he'll be in and out. And so that's why he made me an away avatar. So whenever he's gone, he will be missing from his station on the bridge.
That's your Scotty on the potty icon.
Probably just went to Applebee's.
This
Or
is where I
Olive
can make
Garden.
a really crude joke, but I'm refraining. Look at me refraining.
Well, he said he went to engineering. Positive Candor. Hello, Positive Candor. Great to see you. And hello. Oh, yeah. Donnie says, I see to Todd. As for me, I'm amazing despite the fact that the Seahawks were defeated last evening. Only because of people who talk about sports do I know that Seahawks and, was it Green Day Packers or something? I don't know. I know that.
It's helpful when people
You know
who
what?
sports talk about them because then I can try to keep up.
Yeah, exactly. I have no clue what's going on actually. Darius says, "Happy Pickles Giving." Oh, is today Pickles Giving? I didn't know that. Oh, right, pickles, as in LDG. LDG's
Pickle.
nickname. LDG's nickname is Pickles, and he's
Is it
giving.
really? I had no idea.
I don't know why he's giving to my channel though. This is the most amazing thing. I wish he would
He
talk to me.
likes you.
He likes
I'll
me.
check your chat again.
Because he's ahead of the curve. You recognise as a trend as it's happening.
Who took LDG's credit card? Is a real question.
Sorry.
Todzilla
To prove a
says,
point.
also happy about the Cowboys. All right. I don't know. I mean, I know that football exists, but the only sports ball I saw yesterday were puppies.
Ah, puppies. I
Don
subscribed
Don.
to Hulu so I could watch the final season of Letterkenny. So there's that.
Letterkenny.
There's more than one
Oh.
final season coming up. Letterkenny.
Okay.
Yes, you can
don't
actually
know.
You
watch like the
Letterkenny.
first 5 minutes of Letterkenny on YouTube. You
You
should try it and
bastard.
see if it's to your taste.
Oh, okay.
Give it 90 seconds, Jill. Come on, be fair.
Maybe.
I will give it at least 90 seconds.
They do
Oh, it's
have
got
there's
people in the
pleasurable
country.
accents, but you kind of get used to them after a bit.
No tight
I'm sure I'm sure I'll understand this accent really well.
Hey, Darius. Then I started writing a novel about a stupid idiot writing a novel about a guy writing a novel, in which case everything that happened came true. And then everything that I wrote actually started to come true.
And Donnie says Jonathan Entwistle is involved in both the Power Rangers reboot series and the new Karate Kid movie. Oh, the new Karate Kid movie! I heard about that.
Is he any relation to John Entwistle? Probably
Oh,
not.
from The Who?
From
I
the
don't know. Well, Donnie, tell us, Donnie, if you know.
Who are you?
Oh, if anybody would
Who,
know, it would be Donnie.
who?
Donnie knows it all.
Donnie knows his music. Hey,
Donnie
Donnie.
knows his stuff, and he retains the information too. He's just
He knows so much they should
trove.
call him Donnie Brighto.
Well, yeah, Donnie is really bright. He brought us that news that they're still looking. I think they're still looking for the new Karate Kid, but we don't even know who it is yet.
As of today, Donnie, your nickname is Donnie Brighto because you're so bright.
He's got
After
to wear
learning,
shades.
oh yeah,
Nice.
Donnie continues. After learning that Simon Burnett was neither a
No
Power
relation.
Ranger nor a Super Sentai fan, I have nothing against him or those who despise him. I don't either because I have no idea who Simon Bennett is. Thank you so
Bennett or
much, Matt
Burnett?
G,
Bennett?
for gifting
Burnett?
another
Burnett?
membership.
Bennett.
Oh,
Bennett?
wow.
Burnett.
Hey, Matt G, the membership you just gifted went to Toddzilla.
I see.
Yay.
How do you say the guy's name? LDG?
LDG, yes. LDG.
You know, me and
gifted
LDG have donated over 20 memberships.
Making it
Oh, yeah.
rain when you should be making it snow.
Yeah, between you and LDG, 22 memberships have been gifted today. That is insane. What's going on? Where am I?
I'll buy that for $1.
Apparently 22 times 5. Gorilla's Random Thought says, did my chat get skipped,
110.
Jill? Is that far behind? Yeah, I'm that far behind. I'm pretty far behind. I'm
But she's
catching up
catching
a
up
bit.
right now, even as
Well,
have
this
to remind
morning I
the
started writing a story about a guy writing a story about a guy
Mm-hmm.
gifting a bunch of 22 memberships to the Jill channel. Weird.
You have to remind the people with the gifted memberships that they should be allowed access of 1 month to your Discord, especially one of the.
Yeah, anybody who gets gifted a membership has access to my Discord. if
What
they
is
if
still
they
don't
go to
really understand what Discord is for.
if you
don't-
hook up your
I
YouTube
don't
to your
get it.
Discord.
I don't get it. I'm sorry.
It's like programming your VCR.
I hope it's helpful for people. I've been
Yeah,
to
too
Discord.
complicated.
It's like 5 characters in search of an author. I don't get it.
Oh, nice reference. That play's got the best quote about anything ever.
It's just a chat room. It's except just like a Twitter group, except for I don't know. It's
That's
about the same.
There's only
Luigi
one topic.
Pirandello, isn't it?
Is that it?
No, there's lots of.
There
could be extra topics.
Will try to open my mind again. I've been a member of back in the day of community boards that I really adored, and I guess it's sort of the same.
It's similar to that. I can put a forum on there. I haven't yet. It has a forum option, but I'm just overwhelmed right now.
I'm going from memory, but
It's
I think
time to
6
be overwhelmed. It's the happiest overwhelmed time of the year.
I am, yeah. I feel like I did get a Christmas present, but also I'm a mixture of being grateful to LDG and also concerned that somebody has taken his money.
Darius wins the internet
You're
today,
going to be really concerned soon.
but only if he's from Boston.
Scotty needs a squatty potty from the hottie toddy at the party.
potty.
I think that Scotty needs to read that when he returns. So I will start.
Indeed.
Hey, Jill,
Yeah, what's up?
could you indulge me, make me big for a moment, please?
Sure. Have at it.
Thank you. Let's see if I got this right. This is from, here we go. This is from 6 characters in search of an author. So it's a nice segue. Life is full of infinite absurdities, which, strangely enough, don't even have to appear plausible because they are true. Yes, that's it. I love that quote.
I left out a character.
A nice moment of serendipity. All right, back to the show.
It is a nice
Wow,
moment.
that's great.
Did he send more memberships?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna
having a
send him a
membership
message
battle.
on Twitter. What is going on?
Who's
Oh
got
my
the
God.
biggest memberships, guys? Come on.
Oh, come on now.
I gotta send him a message. Oh, is he really sending me all that messages? Oh, he says you deserve it. No problem.
Oh, we
Sorry,
need to get
I
back
can't
to
come
chat.
on.
We need to catch up with chat. Everybody's crying. All the guys are crying because you haven't read their super chat yet.
Hey, we're nothing
know,
without
but-
the chat. You
but
know that.
Oh yeah, I see where
But
they are.
I haven't even read.
You're
the
not
second.
that far. You're close.
No,
You're close.
I'm really not. I'm really far behind because
that
I
bad.
still haven't read the list of people who got memberships from LDG the second time. And he
Can we get a 90-second preview?
Yes, but if LDG really cared, he'd be here. Come on, guys.
He does.
Show
Yeah,
up.
come on, Pickle.
He does really care. He just gifted 30 memberships.
I know,
30
he's
times
the
100.
hardest working man on the
Minutes of his
internet.
time, the
He
big
is-
shot.
I don't know what happened, but okay, at least now I know he hasn't been hacked or something. Like I didn't think the LDG could be hacked or anything, but
One would hope not.
He
Right.
claims
He's
it
supposed to
can't
be
be hacked.
famous for not being hacked.
right. You deserve it, no problem. Sorry I can't come on because I'm working very hard during the day. Been waiting for you to check Twitter. And so geez. All right. So I have to go all the way back to the second time LDG gifted memberships, and I need to see who he got. I wanted to read KR Nut earned a membership. Cinnabunny, Dwayne. Wow, look at the fancy letters on Dwayne.
Ooh, I love that.
Mm.
Miss Susie. Abion became a member. Sandra
Nice.
Feliciano became a member. Awesome.
Yay.
Appion, Miss Susie, Cinnabon. Okay, I already read those. But also Real Wade Nation Gaming. Make sure to subscribe. He's coming up on 1,000 subscribers, I think. I'm not sure. He's getting close. Oh my goodness. Then Dan Ben. George Lucas.
Wow.
Wow, well done, George. You might learn something.
Wow.
Right? That's crazy. I'm all right. So then here's the LDG also gifted another 10 memberships at a few minutes ago, just 5 minutes ago. And so the Comic Relief Crusader just became a sponsor thanks to LDG. Thank you, LDG. And also, I wanted to say hello to the Comic Relief Crusader. He's in the chat right now. And I wanted him to know that I wanted to congratulate him. Congratulations to the Comic Relief Crusader. He just became monetized. And so he's going to be having a stream today. And I'll be sending you over after my stream because his stream is going to be celebrating the fact that he's monetized. So congratulations, the Comic Relief
All right.
Crusader. I hope you have a great show.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Yeah, well done. Raymond Feliciano got a membership. So Sandra and Raymond both got a membership thanks to LDG.
Oh, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Romantic.
That is great. Well, yeah, they are always being romantic in the chats. Heather Burton just became a sponsor also. Joseph Dredd got a free membership. Dan
Good
the
work,
Ham.
Joseph.
Yeah, right. All you have to do to get a free membership is subscribe and turn on gift memberships. And as long as you're not a branded account, you can become a member. Dan the Ham got one. Bolt Neck became a sponsor. Shane Nolan got a free membership. Jay Goodwin. Terrence Baker. M. Night Shaman. Oh, I've seen him
What
around.
a twist. I didn't see that coming.
Right? Jill skipped my chat about I'm gonna go back and read more chats, Gorilla. I'm just catching up with all
I
of the
told you they
people.
were
Jill Show
crying. I
cannot
told you.
guarantee whilst every effort is made, the Jill Show cannot guarantee the reading of every chat. That isn't
Yeah,
fair.
who do I look like? Captain Finity?
Oh, that's a compliment.
It is a compliment. Positive Cantor says, I remember Watch Rifleman, The Lone Ranger, Wild Wild West, Bonanza. So does PvP. The Comic Relief Crusader says, there, pats on the head. I'm sure she will get to it. I will. I'm just so completely shocked at the generosity of LDG today.
Well,
can't.
you just did get to it. You did. you don't have to will. You did. You
Well,
just did get to it.
he's getting through his Christmas shopping early. Christmas presents for everybody. Jill, he hit the big time and is making $50 million a year plus stock options. What? That's crazy
What?
cool.
Can I have $1 million?
What?
All I need is one.
Well, I
could go for
am
free.
Stock options.
very slowly getting some of it.
Yeah,
Dan the
stock
Ham said-
options ain't the same as stock. You still have to buy it. And
Hi,
that's the
everyone.
hard way.
Well, I don't know much about it. It's crazy. Thank
They're
you for the
worthless,
membership.
basically. It's basically like someone say you're allowed to come into my store. Thanks, I guess.
And Dalek says Discord is a great place to just hang out and chat. And also, hello, Dalek451. Great to see you.
Oh,
Jill hit the big time and is making $50 million a year plus stock options. No, I did
reckon.
not. This is false. It's probably. Oh my gosh. LDG says, sorry for holding up the chat, Jill. Keep up the great job. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, LDG. Make sure to everybody to go to Free the Net. Wait, is it freethenet.org? I don't know. I have to be sure. Since he's done this, I have to.
He has his links on his YouTube channel. He's got
he
a
does?
big announcement coming up in like the second week of December.
Oh,
just go to
really?
projecticarus.com.
Well, it's worth holding up the chat just a little bit, just to. I got a shout out to
you're
LDG.
so good. I guess you
Let
do.
them wait.
It's true. He's the founder of the feast today.
He is. He's producer today. LDG, Free the Net. Okay, and of course, follow him on Twitter. At here, let me grab that. I'm sure I have something for LDG here, but I don't know if it's the right. We'll find out if it's the right one or not. Oh, nope, that's not it. I gotta delete that. That's not right. See, it's old. That's an old one.
Did you put together the background yourself?
The background for what?
With the Enterprise and the houses? And I mean, I'm sure you did the snow.
Oh, that. No, I found that GIF. I found that GIF online. It was pre-made.
I thought the snow was a reference to the Breakfast Club. I thought it was Ali Sheedy's dandruff.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put LDG's link in the chat. But no, I didn't create that. I just thought it was really pretty, and when it's the time of the year, it's time for the holidays. Kind of like putting up the Christmas tree.
Oh yes, love it.
It's baking hot over here. It's summer.
Oh, that doesn't exist either. The Twitter doesn't work either, but he has that on his What the heck? Okay, so where is he on Twitter? What the heck? I can't get your link straight, LDG, at all.
Well, Scotty is jetting.
Oh, Scotty's got to go? Okay, see you later,
So he
Scotty.
says.
Oh, yeah,
Potty,
we were supposed
potty.
to talk about something, but I guess we'll talk about it the next time. Okay, goodbye, Scotty. You can't. Okay. Bye, Scotty. I'm getting all these.
We'll
links
never
all
get him to
wrong.
read that great comment.
No, I know. That's what I was waiting for.
know. Yes.
You'll have to read it in a Scotty voice.
So I just want to delete this. I can't delete it. That's weird. Okay, there we go. And Raymond Feliciano, yeah, you got a membership. Look at that. And Dan the Ham says, damn, truly a gift for everything now.
Dan the Ham says, damn.
Yes, that's the link I'm looking for. Thank you. Thank you, LTG. The link to the underground. freethenet.org/underground. That's the link I wanted. Thank you.
No,
I
that's
need
where
to
all the
update.
cool kids hang out to chat.
Yeah, anytime you want some advice or you want to talk to LDG, there he is. You can always find him all the time.
It is amazing.
Okay. Thank you for saving me there, LDG. You can also use Discord to make voice calls, says Dalek451.
Yeah, you can also use a telephone.
Really?
Yeah, you can. It's these things called cell phones. They also work.
Right.
And there's a link to Captain Infinity. He's on the panel right now. But if you want to see
Hello.
where he's going to be after this show, he'll probably be there.
There's a show after? Oh, no.
Oh no, you don't have to go on if you don't want to. It
No,
is your
I
channel.
like to, just in case. Sometimes there's, you
Yeah.
know, Franco's there going, Captain,
And-
what's going on? I'm generally shorter shows, just book updates. Oh, I'm working on my book, can't talk to you lot, and then I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's about a guy writing a novel. Anyway.
And Saving Star Trek will be on later with Admiral Teague. He'll be doing stuff. The Comic Relief Crusader says, I gotta get ready. Have fun, Jill. Yes, thank you. And you have fun too. I'll send them over when this is over. Yeah, you got a membership. And yes,
And
that's what I
you
was
got a
looking for.
membership, and you got a membership. And
Everybody
you
got a membership to meet today.
You
That
got a
is
membership.
crazy. All right, so now that I read all of that, I can scroll back up and see where I was in the chat. Okay, so I was somewhere around there, and Scotty says he's got to go. Yeah, and that was expected. He did warn me earlier. I'm glad that I was able to have him on for as long as I could. It was an expected event that was going to occur, and it occurred, and now he's gone.
So none of us have to take it personally.
Right, he's doing some
This
family
time.
stuff. So yeah, I saw the movie before. It was called Companion. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I was gonna look
I like
that up.
Bruce Greenwood very much.
Hey, a hot brunette. Captain Infinity loves those. Oh yeah, he does.
The best kind.
Malfunctioning android is almost as old of a trope as evil doppelganger android, a la Maribot.
Maria Bot. I mean, I
Maria
say
Bot.
Maria. It's possible it's pronounced differently in the German. Metropolis.
Oh, there's all these words I cannot. Oh, Metropolis! I love
Female
Metropolis.
C-3PO.
Yes.
Yeah,
indeed.
Metropolis is awesome. I love that movie. And there's an actual lady in that robot in that movie.
Incredible. Yeah. She's
Mhm.
thin as a pin.
Yeah, she was. And
Yeah.
people would. There was a little slot in her suit, her robot suit, that people would put coins in. And she would collect these coins to get candy from somewhere. I don't know.
Wow.
Like she was a vending machine.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, Frasier is continuing. Apparently not so good. That's unfortunate. Things.
It is, because it was a good show.
Yeah.
It really did run its course. I mean,
Also,
ugh.
yeah, it did.
Ugh.
Well, also, I want to welcome to the panel Positive Candor. It's really great to see you.
Positive Candor.
Hello there.
And
Quiet
also,
fellow.
welcome to Cinema Gulp. Just as Scotty leaves, we get Ben from Cinema Gulp. Welcome.
Ben!
I was waiting for him to leave.
Oh,
Thank goodness he's gone.
No, I'm absolutely
Positive-
kidding. Hey, everybody. Big panel.
Positive
Big
Candor
panel.
is the city in the glass bottle where they don't throw stones. Making a very stretched reference. Cinema Gulp.
I'm sorry. What was that? I couldn't. I couldn't hear you.
That's all right, though. Just as well.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear. You're kind of low. I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I thought you said I'm all right, Spider.
Am I kind of low?
I could hear everything. This is comedy
perfect.
gold.
Yay me.
All right.
How are you doing today, Ben?
I'm doing good. I wanted to come on earlier. As I told you, I was excited
Yeah,
to come on.
right.
I got caught up with some stuff. I hope you guys aren't wrapping up right when I show up.
I'm not necessarily wrapping up. I probably got another hour before I
She's
have to
catching up
dash.
with
Yeah, I'm
comments.
catching up. I have all these comments. And LDG gifted 30 memberships today. I don't know. I was worried that it wasn't really him, like because
And I gifted 2.
yes. So
Yay!
between LDG and Matt G, they both gifted 32 memberships.
Angel,
Wes
that's
Keiko
great.
says, I just got here and I saw the trailer cold. I have no idea what this film is. I have to say, this trailer doesn't make me want to go see this movie. Same. I don't want to see it either. I was just randomly looking at stuff. I typed in sci-fi news and that was the first thing that came up. So, but I'd like to look into everything. And so I'm glad I at least checked it out. But I'm not going to watch it either. Unless somebody comes back and says, this was amazing. Anonymous says the new Night Court is horrible. Just because it got a new season doesn't mean it's good. Right. Look at Velma. Got a second season too. And nobody's going to watch that. Except for the
yeah.
people reviewing it.
Yeah, please God, no. I used to like Mindy Kaling. Yeah.
I did too. I thought
liked
she
her
was
so
cool.
much. But something's changed in our world. She's not the same Mindy Kaling that we grew up with.
Yeah. I liked her in The Office.
Me too.
I liked
She was
her
funny.
show.
It's funny
That's what
that
she
she
said.
was. It's funny that she was one of the funniest writers on The Office, and if you watch the content of the Office now, and yeah, you're absolutely right. She's changed for sure.
The world has changed.
Donnie likes the new Night Court, so I'm glad there's somebody out there who likes it. Anyway,
Donnie
here's
likes
Donnie's.
everything, though.
I know Donnie. Donnie does
and
have
really upbeat.
he has a unique taste, but the thing that I find most refreshing about Donnie is that he can walk into a room where everybody disagrees with him, and he's totally fine with it.
That's
And
good.
that's
Donnie
amazing.
Brito.
Yeah, he's
Donnie Brito.
Donnie is a complete gentleman. He says, anyway, here's my recent YouTube video. And there you go. There's a link to Donnie's very recent YouTube video. I don't even know. I'll check it out later. The AI show says Arrested Development and Curb Your Enthusiasm are one camera shows, unlike standard sitcoms, which are 3 camera shows, which makes sense because most TV shows you want to get different angles of different things going on. And in this case,
long shot, close up, long shot.
And in this case,
it used
it's
to be
like
so fun though, like watching those old sitcoms from the 80s and 90s because they would reuse sets from one show to the next. So the Growing Pains set, if you guys remember Growing Pains, the show, it was always, it always took place in the house. And 10 years later, that same exact set was used for Hanging with Mr. Cooper. So it's the same Seaver house, but just obviously with different furniture and, fashion from 80s to 90s or whatever. But I loved that about watching sitcoms from the 80s. Like you would see the same house used in different shows.
and I would never even notice that it's the same house.
Oh, well, some of them, it's so obvious sometimes, but
There's certain set pieces that if you've spent a lot of time watching the show, it's sort of in your zeitgeist. It's in the back of your brain. When you see it again, you go, oh my gosh, that's not this person's house. That's so-and-so's house.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've done that all the time. Yeah. And my favorite one of those, of recycled props and material is Peter Tork wearing Curly Howard's onesie in The Monkees. It's got a bunny on the chest. Yes.
Oh.
With the nightcap to match.
Oh yeah.
Got to have a nightcap.
Right, a nightcap with a matching
onesie. Bunny onesie.
Yeah.
Bunny
Oh,
suit.
You know who has one of those? I've been watching Lost in Space, and Dr. Smith has one.
He
He
has
has
a
a little
bunny suit?
nightcap. He has
I've
a
actually
nightcap.
got a-
Not a. It's
Oh,
not,
not
a
a bunny
bunny
suit, a
suit.
nightcap.
It's not a bunny suit. It's just a nightcap with
I've got a
it's
couple
just
of
the,
bunny suits, but no nightcap.
It's just the Mr. Scrooge kind of.
Like,
Yes. Yes.
Do you like Lost in Space, the black
my
and
gosh.
white version, or do you like
Oh
the
yes.
color version? Because they changed after maybe 1 or 2 seasons from black and white to color. So-
Yeah, I'm watching the 60s Lost in Space for the very first time, reviewing it on the Pop Culture Curator channel on Mondays. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing that.
No, Positive
Right.
Candor is absolutely right. The first couple of the black and white season, which I think might have only been the first season, is almost
is.
legitimate science fiction, and then it becomes some sort of strange psychedelic experience. So
Yeah. Yeah.
still prepare yourself, Jill.
Are
Like
you enjoying it,
2001.
First
Jill, are you
season
enjoying
was
the
black
show?
and white, and then it changed
Yeah,
to
it
color.
changes
Dire
from
Straits.
to Dr. Smith basically acting like a, well, I guess like a nincompoop or whatever he calls people.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Paul
and
True.
a scaredy
He's
cat
sort of
all
a
the
wily
time.
coyote character. He thinks he's smart.
He's like he plays like a scared character from season 2 on, basically. And they
Maybe
won
I've been
that-
watching too much Blade Runner, but you know that big plastic guy with a big transparent head? I'm not convinced he's entirely human.
But he laughs and talks just like we do.
Run the
Anyway, though.
test on him.
Right. Well,
Put the
Dr.
machine
Smith
on
has
him.
Of course,
always had Dr. Smith has always had an element of being a coward ingrained into his character, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen season 2 yet, so I can't tell you the comparisons between his character in season 1 and season 2, but I enjoyed season 1 for the most part. There are a couple silly episodes, a couple of silly things going on, like, you know, the cowboy from space, pirate from space. But in general, there's lots of fun, interesting science fiction ideas. It's obviously leaning more sci fantasy,
it's-
magic. Almost every alien or visitor can change the weather and throw lightning bolts around. So
I mean, like
it's a lot of fun.
Like Batman with Adam West and stuff. It starts to get kind of campy in the later
I hear
seasons.
that's what happens. I hear that in season 2
Well, season
because of
2
the
is-
Batman effect or whatever.
Season 2 is
Yeah.
the Batman effect, and season 2 I think is by far the campiest of the 3 seasons. In season 3, it seems Irwin Allen was trying to pull it back into a more serious a direction, and there's a number of really good episodes in season 3, at least as far as I'm concerned. I like season 3 quite a bit. Season 2 can get pretty silly at times, even though it still does have some really good episodes, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah,
you'll like it,
and
Phil. I mean,
I'm just
it's
going
more
along for the ride.
inconsistent, but I still think you'll have fun watching it.
Yeah.
I'll have
I
fun.
mean-
You know what? Sometimes I have just as much fun talking about an episode I don't like as much as I do when I
Then
do.
you're going to love this.
I mean,
You're in for a treat then.
I'm
Oh,
ready
yeah.
for the Great Vegetable Rebellion. I've heard all
Oh.
about it.
yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
classic episode.
That's a classic. It really is. Once you've seen it, boy, you'll never forget that one.
Vegetable Rebellion. Sounds like a bunch of
It's great.
YouTubers getting an opinion. Am I right, folks?
Well, it's on the level of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. as
You
far
know
as-
what?
No, that's a
Captain
classic
Infinity,
movie.
I almost clipped a clip from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles where Steve Martin says, "Sometimes when you tell these stories, it's great to have a point."
Hey, you were
And-
supposed to have a point. That's brilliant. I'm not
I
gonna
think
see
I
the
might
movie,
still
but that's
clip
my
that.
favorite clip.
I used to, when I was younger in Callow, I used to like to say to people, "Does this story have an ending?"
Right. Unlike Alien 3, which is still going.
Yeah, and so I am
Okay.
getting to the chat now, guys. So
We're nothing
patience
without the
with me.
chat.
Back to the
Oh,
chat.
Donnie finally did answer. Jonathan Entwistle is involved in both Power Rangers and karate. Oh, that's what. Okay, so now I'm catching up to where I was before. Did my chat get skipped? Okay, so which chat got skipped, Gorilla? Let me see. I wish I could filter by name in terms of like.
Mm.
Thanks,
Oh,
Pickles.
wouldn't
for
that be
membership.
great?
Yeah, right.
That would be
Filter by
handy,
name on
actually.
Certain
StreamYard.
people I could filter out.
Yeah,
Hmm?
that would be good.
Oh, you said that out loud.
Oh shit! Oh, I've done it again. Oh bugger!
Hopefully, they didn't pull a spot and switch the sex of the dogs. A lot easier to tell in a dog, says Gorilla. I think he's talking about Frasier, but instead they didn't even include the Jack Russell Terrier at all,
Lassie,
let alone
Lassie was played by a lady.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I loved Lassie when I was a kid, and I had no clue.
Mm.
I thought it was a girl this whole time. Okay, I think I read your chats now, Gorilla. If I missed it, just put it in again because I'm never going to find it at this point. So I did my best. Get JJ Abrams on the phone and tell him he sucks. Hey, JJ Abrams, you suck.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Hey, why'd you have to do that to Star Trek? What's the deal?
Did you see Ava?
No. Hold on, guys.
So, how was everyone's Thanksgiving who had one?
It was good. Mine was very relaxing. How about you guys?
Well, I'm in Canada, so we didn't have Thanksgiving this week. It was back in October, but
That's
it was
right, yeah.
it was okay way back when.
I spent the whole week cooking, which is good.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Well, I mean, it means that I don't do it all in one day, which I think at this point in my life will kill me if I ever try to do that again. So it's good.
It's probably a good idea to come to
Yes.
think of it. Actually, yeah.
A lot of stuff went into
Spread
the
it out
freezer,
over
and
a
then I
few
just
days.
heated it up again. Oh yeah, it's a must.
Yeah, I have so many leftovers, and the problem is I also ordered a subscription to Every Plate, so I've got dinner for
Wow.
3 nights a week, plus Thanksgiving leftovers, plus my mom is going to have an extra Thanksgiving tomorrow. So I'm flooded with food. I have no excuse to eat out for the next like 14 days, at least at nighttime.
That's lovely. Yeah,
Ex-
yeah.
except-
I had a great.
I've got 2 meals worth of leftovers, easy, maybe more, in the freezer. I took everything I cooked and divided it in half and just stuck half of it in the freezer for later.
That's right. I need to freeze some of this stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Oh, you went by the squatty potty comment.
Yeah, I did. I did. He's producing a captain's log.
Oh my!
No,
That's
okay.
such an old joke, but one of my favorites, I have to say.
He's babysitting. He's got to go babysit. And let's see what's going on here.
Now, what was that chat
Letter-
something about me there? Can we go back? Something that mentioned me. It must be good. What did Darius say?
Darius said something. True story. Captain Finity wrote about events that came true.
I did it again yesterday. I got some writing done yesterday, and then the scene that I wrote for the book, then later on, it literally came true, and I thought, oh my.
That's magical thinking, but here's where I have to admit that's actually happened to me. So be careful what you write.
See?
Wow. It's happened
Tell
to
us-
you too?
Tell us more.
I wrote a screenplay once, and the character in it ended up with a particular size and shape of boyfriend. And then many years later, so did I. So, boom.
Wow.
See, it's a phenomenon.
It is a phenomenon. Phenomenon.
Yeah, that's the
Nom
thing.
nom nom nom.
Well, it's like when it's
Yeah,
also
wonderful.
like when you dream and the dream comes true.
Yes, that one's pretty darn eerie.
Imagine dreaming something, then putting it into your book and writing it down, and then it happens as well. You got the triple. Oh,
It's like the Lathe of Heaven or the Dreaming Jewels.
hang on, that did happen. That's the thing I wrote was in a dream, and then it happened. Oh, this is weird. Weird.
Now I think you're just making stuff up, but I'm not because
I
I'm
am, and it's
compulsively
happening.
honest.
That's the point. I'm making it up, and it's happening.
Yeah.
It's like a George Michael song. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. You don't have to believe it. You have to believe me because it's a work of fiction.
I can't possibly believe you. Everything you say is an Ouroboros.
It's ridiculous. I want it to be ridiculous. I just wrote down, and then Jessica
I didn't
came
say
back,
ridiculous.
and
I said
then-
Ouroboros.
And then
But I was
Jessica did
Ouroboros,
come back. That's
more like,
crazy.
am I right,
I
folks?
thought Jessica was gone, and she came back. That's amazing.
Because I wrote it in the book. This is ridiculous. I'm scared to write anything else.
Donnie says, "Thank you, Captain." And
you.
Anonymous says, "Letterkenny used to be good. Look for the kiss and tell skit."
And I disagree. I think Letterkenny is hysterically funny the first few years because the shock of the new, but it's solidly funny all the way through. And I expect it will be solidly funny all the way to the end of the series. It's just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. I'll check it out. It looks like it could be fun. If
Like
it's a
I
comedy,
said, you can watch
need
the
a good
first
laugh.
5 minutes of the first episode, of the first season on YouTube. And if you
Mm-hmm.
like that, you will like Letterkenny. Just right there from the start. Boom.
And if it's on Hulu, even better because I have Hulu already.
It is on Hulu.
So Donnie says, after all, my YouTube channel covers more than just Power Rangers, the Power Rangers multiverse. So he's considering changing his YouTube name. All right.
But he just
let us
changed
know.
his YouTube name.
I know he did.
And I
Well,
can barely get used to the new one. Don't change it again.
Well, the old one, he's changed it from the old one because he doesn't want to have his last name out there anymore. So, he pulled
concur.
that.
That's very
Mhm.
wise.
It
You could
is.
add
It's quite
on
unusual.
and more. Don Don Power Rangers and more. No?
Yeah.
Including
that
but
would be
not
true.
limited to these fine shows.
Because Donnie is talented. He's got music going and art going and lots of stuff. And he likes Star Trek too.
He's a Renaissance man. He was born in the 1650s.
Donnie's
come, that's
like
just a
me. He
silly
likes
joke.
everything.
Oh, it was a
He's-
chat about Spot. No, you're going to have to
He's a
repost that,
polymath.
Gorilla. I
He does
missed it.
sums with parrots.
Well, now you're going backwards.
Oh no, not time travel. You can't undo the past. You can only create new timelines.
And Nan the Ham says LDG is a legend. Agreed.
Indeed.
It sure is.
Damn. Okay, I think I finally caught up with the chat. Anyone know where to get cheap Star Trek ornaments?
Yeah, J.J. Abrams' house.
You know, I learned about a way you could get one of those clear ornaments, and you can get these little balls at the thrift store, and you can make your own tribbles, your own tribble ornament.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah,
Ah.
I might try that.
Yes, that a tribble ornament sounds adorable. I would have to say eBay. I think.
Yeah, I would say eBay. I
They
agree.
span the
Love
range
an
there, so
eBay.
make sure you don't pay for the first one you see. Do your diligence and look at the the completed listings. Do an
Also, look
advanced
at
search.
sometimes people will put like a bunch of them on, like maybe half a dozen as an auction, and they'll start it for like
You get a
99
nice
cents.
lot.
I actually won like half a dozen Star Trek ornaments like 15 years ago or something. Because I put a bid of 99 cents and I was the only person that bid.
Well, actually,
So I
the
won.
holidays are really good for that because people are so busy they don't pay
Oh.
attention to the auction. So you can
Exactly,
scoop things
Tiger
on a
said.
holiday.
Yeah, I
eBay.
really got a great deal. Yeah, it was awesome. Because I got like Spock and McCoy and Kirk, and it was really good. Good stuff.
Yeah, that
Those
is
Hallmark
that is
ornaments
great.
the Hallmark ornaments are actually, some of them are quite nice, actually.
Oh, I'll also add that for online shopping, Goodwill has an online presence now, and a lot of people aren't hip to it yet. So you can get things more cheaply there than eBay. But it's hard because the descriptions aren't good, so the search doesn't work as well. But that shouldn't be too hard to do.
Well, yeah. So you pay for not being able to really find it so easily, but
But
you
you're going to get a better deal there.
yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. That's a good question, Gorilla. I'm gonna come back to that in a little bit when I get through over here. Dalek451 says, just like how Russell T. Davies has changed from how he was 18 years ago. Sadly. Yeah, I'm sorry for you guys. It sounded like such a great thing that he was coming back for y'all, and because he made so much good stuff in the early 2000s. But it sounds like he's turned too, just like Mindy. might not want to say that Jill might misinterpret on what to suck. What?
Huh? What?
Really? I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, really.
Okay. What? J.J.
And
Abrams
so-
sucks. I don't know what the problem with saying that.
And so that means Toddzilla lives with a house full of people.
Oh, and
Because he has-
Toddzilla.
because he has a turkey carcass. The next day.
Oh, he made turkey soup this morning with the turkey. That's such a great idea. Turkey
efficient.
soup. I've got vegetables. I've got turkey. I got to do that too. Great
You
idea.
can also stick it in the freezer for later. I'm just saying. So much to do.
There's ideas to make sandwiches and stuff. But
Sandwich.
Toddzilla has got to go. So goodbye, Toddzilla.
Oh.
Thank you for being here today.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Godzilla. I just got that.
Yeah, he's Toddzilla. And Donnie says, I had turkey and cheese sandwich for dinner last evening. Oh, I might make that for dinner. That's a good idea. I could do that. I got Munster cheese.
Yum.
And I can make some gravy. So Donnie sends this link about Simon Bennett. There you go. If you need more information about Simon Bennett. But I want to look at Star Trek ornaments. So let's see what's happening in that realm. Oh, and I hope to see you all later at Friday Night Frolics. Yes, see you later. I will definitely see you at Friday Night Frolics tonight. Toddzilla, catch you later. Oh man, I put in Star Trek ornaments, but instead I get this original series ships 2-ounce silver proof coin. Weird.
You
But it
actually
comes
put in-
inside this communicator.
You put ornaments in and you're getting a lot of, well, there's some.
There's some ornaments.
Boy, they're expensive though, that one. Wow.
Evidently so.
Yeah. No way.
They can be very pricey, some of the ones that are harder to find. Because they go back a lot of years, right? So
Yeah, and when you get these ornaments, you have to remember you have to get the old classic kind of lights because they only fit into those little. You unscrew the bulb and then you screw in the ornament to get it to work. So you got to have some of the old lighting as well as the LED stuff. I wouldn't mind this tree topper, but $100, crazy.
that one's not
Worth
bad.
like
See,
30.
there's one. 6 of them for $40. It's
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
not
like-
bad. I'd get a Data, a Worf,
And see,
Bird of Prey.
it's got 0 bids on it, so it's an auction.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got the Data, I got the Spock. Yeah, those are the only 2 there that I got.
You've got to have an Enterprise above your TV.
Ugh.
Oh.
I was trying to do something else. Well, I was trying to open this link, but it keeps opening it in a new tab that I am not sharing.
Okay.
It's driving me crazy. There we go.
All
There you go. Now you can see it. There's your
Yeah, I got
Data.
that Data. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of a cool Worf.
Oh, I wouldn't mind. I would love to get this Galileo 7. I think this one's been on my wish list for a while.
Does it
Hear
have
the voice
Riker
of
swinging
Mr.
his
Spock.
leg over a chair?
I think so. No, it doesn't. It's got Mr. Spock at the
Yeah,
controls.
the Spock one's
at a
pretty
science
cool.
station. Got Janeway. This isn't a bad
There's
little
coffee in
bundle
that
here.
tree.
I'm gonna put that on my watch list because I wanted the shuttlecraft, and
Yeah,
I
and you
want to
got,
hear
like-
the voice of Mr. Spock.
It looks like you got $12 shipping, so I guess that's not too bad actually.
No, it's about as good as it gets these days.
Yeah.
And Classic Comics is eating
pretty
his
good.
leftovers right now.
Nom nom nom.
Mhm. See what? Oh, gross.
Well, that's what shuttlecraft for like $16 there, Jill.
Where? Oh yeah,
there.
I see. Yeah, they're almost gone.
You
Oh,
should
that's not a bad
refine your
price.
search and put in shuttlecraft at the top.
oh yeah, I could do that, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
just looking in general.
Okay. I always like to, if I'm just generally kicking it around, I usually go from low price to high price or high price to low price.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Just
Yeah,
for-
that's the way to do it too. Yeah.
Yeah, what
to
is the
kinda get
most
it
ridiculous
feel.
thing on there?
And
Got to
then you
know.
can go up to the advanced. See that on the right there at the top, to the right of the search button.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's
the
where you
advanced
go and you
search.
you see completed listings, and that's where you get the real prices, not what just someone's asking, but what people are paying.
Yeah, but I really like this set. It's $200. It's got all these
That's,
ships.
I mean, how
though.
many are there?
That's kind of pricey,
19.
but there's a lot of.
I could do the math.
Gold-plated McCoy.
You're the math person.
I am, but I don't know
19
what these are
226.
worth.
Scroll down a bit. Is there a make an offer or just to buy it now?
I don't know.
Just to
buy it
now.
now.
Yeah.
But it's got Archer and Cisco and 7 of 9 and
Sometimes if you
McCoy.
put a,
It's
if
got
you put
the
a,
3.
if you put
That's
it on your watch
important.
list, the seller will make you an offer in a day or two. A lot of the time these days, people.
But
people
look
are hungry.
also, here's the Riker that Captain Kennedy wanted.
Swinging the leg over the chair. Brilliant.
Yeah, he was not swinging the leg over the chair. He was on a rock. He swung a leg over the rock. Well, that was fun.
Yes, so many options for Star Trek ornaments. Although a DIY tribble would be fun. Back in the day, I knew people who made beanbag tribbles so they could sit in them. It was quite a fad. There
Oh,
goes.
beanbag triples.
Yes, giant
Amazing.
ones. Yes.
I want one. That's amazing.
Well,
I
there
want
you
one.
go. You could have one.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up this series. No, I'm not gonna look that one up. Never mind. Forget that one. Let's see what else I had here. So, what are you guys looking at or watching today? What's going on?
I've been watching things with the brother, so they have to be things that he enjoys as well.
Oh,
And
okay.
we just finished Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
And then before that, we watched Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which I can't recommend enough. And
Really?
I believe it's my favorite book, and they made a decent series out of it. And I think I bought my I'm hanging up on this call.
Kathleen Kennedy,
hang
line
up.
2. Kathleen Kennedy, line 2.
Oh, shut up, you. No, it's a harassing robot that just calls me endlessly. It's disturbing. Anyway, I think I bought my Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell on Amazon on a Black Friday, and I paid like $3. And it's a 7-episode series, so it's worth every penny. So you should go look and see if you can get a deal on it. It's very wonderful.
Yeah, is it good? What is it about? What is this?
Well, it's fantasy, and I think I asked you once before regarding this. Do you like Jane Austen?
I'm not sure. Jane Austen, what did she write?
Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, Emma?
No, I haven't gotten around to Jane Austen.
So
I'm not sure.
It's turn of the century, about 1800. It's about
I meant to. I think I was supposed to
even
read
though
it,
it's
but I didn't get around
fantasy,
to
it's
it.
also an alternate reality, and it's very beautifully written and well documented. So everything in it has the sound of authenticity, even though the author made it all up. Kind of like the Harry Potter series, where there's all kinds of references inside the wizarding world that don't exist in our world, even though we sort of share a world. Does that make sense? Anyway, I think it's really fabulous. And like I said, even the brother likes it, and that's high praise indeed.
Well, that's cool. I guess it's got something to do with the mirror here.
I don't want to spoil it. You should just see it.
Well, I like knowing a couple of things about it. Is there anything you can share that would let us know sort of what the show is about? It's about an alternate dimension, or an alternate existence.
Let's say it's about an England in which, at some point, 600 years ago, even by their standards, magic was real. Mm-hmm. And magic left England, and this is about bringing it back.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that's the Harry Potter reference in terms of the Muggles don't realize there is a magical world.
No, that's not it at all. No, everybody's aware that there used to be magic, but just that it no longer exists.
Oh.
It's neat. Something that if you're a gentle person, you study historically. You would never attempt to do it. That would be vulgar. Mm-hmm. So there's a bit of a comedy of manners going on there, as well as everything else. You know, the way England tends to be anyway, to this day, I imagine.
There's some cool costumes.
Oh yeah, it's really beautifully made. They did a great job with the budget they had. And it's incredibly cast. Everybody in it is perfection. I can't imagine anybody doing better. There's a few things that vary from the book, of course, because you've got to cut corners.
Well, yeah,
that's really wonderful.
That's necessary. That makes sense. But okay, well, I'll check it out.
Well, you might like it.
It's not on my watch list, and now I have put it on there. There you go.
You can read the book too and compare the Transmedia Canonical very similar. Shall I read the blurb on the back of the? Oh, actually, I won't. It's a long blurb.
That would be helpful.
I actually do like to do that.
Centuries ago, when magic still existed in England, the greatest magician of all time, not Captain Infinity, was the Raven King, a human child brought up by fairies. Now, at the beginning of the 19th century, that's years beginning with an 18, he's barely more than a legend. Ha! And England, with its mad king and dashing poets, no longer believes in practical magic. Ugh. Goes on for a couple more paragraphs.
Fairies. That sounds like fun.
That's got nothing to do with the book, though. So.
Oh shit! Well, okay. Well, now we get into the good bit. Then the reclusive Mr. Norrell of Hurtfew Abbey. Hurtfew. See what they did there? Abbey appears. A new spreads of the return of magic to England. Persuaded that he must help the government in the war against Napoleon. You know, that guy that Ridley Scott's written a bunch of nonsense about. Mr. Norrell goes to London, where he meets a brilliant young magician, Jonathan Strange. No relation. Together, they dazzle the country with their feats.
You know, at first I thought you were making all of this up, and then I realized you were actually reading the synopsis.
Yeah, he's reading the blurb on the back of the book. It's not a great blurb, but it'll do, I reckon.
This is like your 90-second promo. I mean, if that doesn't get you convinced, then forget the whole thing.
Oh, I like the fairy part.
Oh, right, hang on. But then the partnership soon turns to rivalry. Oh, crumbs. Mr. Norrell has never conquered his lifelong habits of secrecy, while Strange will always be attracted to the wildest, most perilous magic. Oh, he becomes fascinated by the shadowy figure of the Raven King, and his heedless pursuit of long-forgotten magic threatens not only his partnership with Norrell, but everything that he holds dear.
Wow, the high stakes there. Gorilla's Random Thoughts has to go. Gotta go. See you later.
Bye,
see ya, Gorilla. Good luck.
It's a fucking doorstopper as well. Really good for smashing
massive
small
book.
Woodland creatures.
Weighty tome.
See?
Footnotes.
Oh, yeah. You
the
know what
book
else
actually has many footnotes. A lot of people are intimidated by that.
You know what else
Fuck me, it's really small. What is that? 12-point times New Roman. This goes on for hundreds of bloody hell. You're not wrong about the footnotes. Blimey. There's footnotes on some of the footnotes.
Wait, you know what else is a good store stop? I'll show it to you. Oh, no.
Lord of the Rings.
Let's see.
Suitable Boy by Vikram Seth. A list of my mistakes. I could go on.
Let's see. Oh, actually, my webcam's not working today.
But
Oh,
I would
well.
love to talk with you about it once you've seen it. I don't want to spoil it for you. John Doe says, "Ooh, perilous magic, the best magic of all." Indeed it is. But all magic is perilous. That's sort of the point.
Oh, if all magic is perilous, then if something is labelled perilous magic, does that mean it's especially perilous, or is it indeed gilding the
That's a
lily?
good point. Some magic is less perilous than others, but I think all magic has a price. But then, doesn't everything?
Amen.
What, did Jill fall off the face of the earth?
It looks
Oh my
that way.
God, we're all left here on our own. I mean, I know she's
Yeah.
going to show us a book, but I didn't
She-
know that
Yeah, she disappeared about 30 seconds
That
ago.
is a magic trick.
she'll be back.
I
In
think maybe
greater
she's just
numbers.
having, could be a computer issue or something, I'm
No,
guessing.
I was having a couple of those earlier too. Sunspots.
Yeah, my internet went out last week.
Well, you guys
for
talk about what you've
like
been
8
watching.
hours.
You talk about what you've been watching lately, what you've been enjoying.
Oh, actually, last night after I finished my laundry, which was great because I love to get my laundry over with.
That's always fun to watch too. It's never the same twice.
I ended up watching an episode of The Waltons because I've been going on Gorillas Friday streams. It usually goes on around 5 Pacific when we do a review of a Waltons episode. So
Oh,
we're in season 2 now, and we're having a lot of fun with it, actually.
oh, that's neat. Now,
Yeah.
the pilot for the Waltons was a Christmas show.
I think
guess
it was.
it was called
Yeah.
The Homecoming,
I
and it
believe
is
so.
it
Yeah.
is so good. It is remarkable. I don't mind watching it every year. It's
Yeah, I
really
haven't-
good.
I haven't seen that one in quite some time, actually.
Oh, it's a must. It's a must because Patricia Neal was the mother in that.
Right.
And
right.
she's always a little prickly, a little thorny. You know, she's not as loving as Michael Learned came across.
Right.
She's more real. But she also, I think, as an actress, really had something to prove because I think this was her first big role after her terrible stroke.
Oh,
So
okay.
she sort of had to prove herself again to show people, here I am. I'm the same actor I was. I know my lines. I can move. The whole thing.
Hmm.
Now, I could be wrong about that, but I think I'm right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was really good. I just don't remember it that well because I haven't seen it in years. Because
Oh,
I didn't.
it's really good.
Yeah, because I didn't actually. Gorilla started doing season 1, and I kind of missed a lot of the early ones with Gorilla because I didn't realize he was doing them.
Well,
And
the
then
two
I
of you could watch it for Christmas and do a review of it for Christmas.
Gee, that's a
It's
great idea because
timely.
Gorilla.
There you go.
Yeah, Gorilla is starting his Christmas Sunday movies this Sunday.
Mm.
We're doing oh, what's the one with the kid that shoots his eye out?
A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story, but we're not doing the Christmas Story. We're doing the latest one that came out a few years ago. Sort of the update, and it's got a lot of this.
They did a remake. They did a
Well,
a
yeah,
sequel.
like a sequel more,
Yeah.
I think. Tiger Stripes, and it's got most of the original cast, I believe, is what I've heard.
I
And
remember when they were shilling it on all the yak shows.
yeah, it's
It looked
supposed
like
to be
they
quite
really
good.
wanted. Yeah, it looked like they really wanted it to be good. Like they were
Yeah.
really working on it.
Yeah,
Jill
they have-
says, "Sorry guys, computer decided it needed a reset. What are we
Oh,
going to do,
lovely.
Jill?"
It was good. The
It
the
was
Christmas
good.
Story,
Okay, I heard it was.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
actually
very,
gonna.
it was very sweet and very faithful and respectful to the first movie. It felt like a real good direct sequel, and it was fun. If you're a lover, if you're a fan of the first movie, there's so many Easter eggs and callbacks, but also being its own story, which is really good. And because the first one took place in the 50s, even though it's 30 years later, obviously that puts us in the 80s. So it's a nice, that was my childhood for Christmas was the 80s. So I really enjoyed it all around. It was just a pleasant, good Christmas movie. I'm glad they made it and they made it well.
Pleasant surprise, so to speak. That's great. I'm really looking.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to probably watch it tonight. Actually, I finished with Gorillas Walton stream, and I'm looking forward to seeing it because I've heard a
Yeah,
lot
it
of good things
shows
about
it shows how Peter Billingsley, like he's still just he's great. He's a charming actor, and I don't really know. I know he's written screenplays and directed things, but he never really took off as an actor, and that might have been by choice. I'm not sure, but he's really good in this, and he carries the movie well. So
Great. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That sounds really good. It's always nice when you get a good movie that comes out these days because there seems to be so many, poor ones coming out. So it'll be a treat to watch. Oh yeah, finally a new Christmas movie that's actually good that I can watch this year. Gee, it's been a while. I remember when they used to make good Christmas movies that would come out around this time of year, right? Or in December. And yeah, there used to be quite a few good Christmas movies at one time, but they seem to be pretty rare these days.
Well, sometimes you get ones where it's sort of a, like backdoor Christmas movie. Like my favorite film of the year this year is called The Holdovers with Paul Giamatti, and it's kind of secretly a Christmas movie because it does take place during the holidays and there's Christmas stuff in it, so it feels like a Christmas movie. And that movie is just absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I think I'm going to have to go out to see that.
The Holdovers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sounds like Breakfast Club, only the teacher's present.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about that.
Not so much, but I know why you would think that, but it's a little different than it's being marketed, but really, really strong. It's an Alexander Payne movie. He's a great filmmaker.
I don't know that name. Has he done
He
anything
did
else?
like Sideways and About Schmidt and The Descendants.
Okay,
yeah,
saw
he's a
that,
good
saw
actor.
that, didn't see that. So the other two were good.
Yeah.
Captain,
Hello.
what have you been watching or reading lately that you enjoy?
I'm currently editing my own book, so I'm watching my own thing. I'm loving it.
There must be
Second
something
draft.
else that you are doing
All right,
just to kind of take your mind off of the day.
Oh, I don't know what I'm confused. I don't know what I'm taking my mind off anymore. I'm confused about what the distraction is and what the thing I'm being distracted for or from. I totally
Hence the
don't know
need.
anymore.
Hence the need for entertainment.
Right, but
These
exactly. But
days.
entertainment is the job, and the job is entertainment. Life is a cartoon. The news is implausible. All the fiction is where the truth is. All the tragedy is comedy. Dogs living with cats. Cats living with dogs. I watched The
Yes,
Prisoner for a bit
this
of
is
freedom.
This is all
Alien
very
for a bit of
true.
comfort.
That's why
Yeah.
you kind of, but you don't want to tell us what it is that you enjoy. Are you afraid we will mock you?
Yes.
And you will not be mocked?
Everything's mockable. Actually, that's a good a point brought up on the Cinema Gulp channel a couple of years back that really stuck with me is what you might deem a good film, which is already opinion, is not always the same as what you're going to watch a lot. And so, Schindler's List, very worthy film. I'm not going to pop it on every day for a bit of light entertainment. Equally, Valerian, not the best, not even the best science fiction film, but it's a bit of fun. It's got plot
You
holes
just
in
like
it.
the girl because that movie was terrible.
I like the movie. I liked it.
There's more. I'm not going to deny that.
I will admit I could not get through it. I really
no, if that
couldn't.
were true. No. But that
And
is
that's
that is
saying
a
a
weak
lot.
point. That is you're projecting. If that were true, I'd watch Bedazzled.
Bedazzled is one of the best
I want to
movies
watch a
ever
bad
made.
film with a hot lead. There's a billion examples starting with.
Well, I'm
Beda-
not
no,
talking
it's-
about the remake of Bedazzled.
Yeah.
I mean,
'cause I've got a hard on for Peter
Cara
Cook.
Delevingne like hardly, gets somebody to. She's, like Captain said, there's a million movies you can watch with a hot lead. She's not exactly, a reason to
Yeah,
watch.
I mean, she's not unattractive, but no, that's not the reason I watch. It's because I like space opera, I like science fiction, but that's something. It's not perfect. There are plot holes, and so but it's one to pop on. It's very watchable.
I
So
don't
that-
know why I found it unwatchable. It's possible because the two leads look like they barely just made it out of the womb, but could just be me.
That's how I feel about the male lead. He doesn't do it for me. But
Yeah, Dane DeHaan.
So there you go.
I agree. I agree about that for sure. But I just think it's a Luc Besson movie, so it's entertaining and fun. But yeah.
I mean, you could get into it. I think the whole when they're running away from the monster and then back into the spaceship, and they're just like, all their friends just died. They don't give a fuck. That's a bit implausible, so I'm not digging on that. So I know after about the 18th view, there's plot holes.
Well, I said I wouldn't mock you, and then now I have. So
Yeah,
shame on me.
you mocked me.
I can't help it.
I win. You mocked me.
It's true.
Well, hey guys,
Hey,
I'm
Jill.
sorry I had to drop off for a bit. My computer
Perfect
decided-
timing.
We tried to carry the ball.
You
It was
did.
brilliant. So
That's
I
awesome.
refused to tell anyone what I was watching, and Tiger Stripe said, "No, tell us what you watched. I won't mock you." And then I told her, and she mocked me, and then you came.
Well, I did admit that I actually haven't seen it, so I can't really have an opinion.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. It does help if you've seen the thing to be able to talk about it. But some people manage to talk about things they haven't watched all the time.
Well, that's true.
For a whole
Woof.
90 minutes sometimes.
Woof, woof.
Anonymous is talking about how magic can be perilous. I did the remove your thumb trick once, and I can never get it back on. I paid the price.
I really love that comment. I really, really do.
I do too.
Magic is perilous. I conjured a brunette and I got a divorce. Still worth it. Anyway,
Well, if it's worth it.
not even kidding.
That's the price.
Well, it
That's
pays
the
back in
price
dividends,
indeed.
right?
I mean, I got a book out of it, so
Be careful what you wish for.
Darius
yeah. There,
Munchausen.
boom. What
Call
Tiger
him
said.
by his name, Darius.
A Christmas Story has Cole
Darren
Shock,
McGavin.
the Night Stalker.
Darren McGavin.
Except I didn't say fudge. Okay. The newest Christmas Story was good, says Anonymous. It was slow and a little wonky in the first act, but picked up later and turned out well. Oh, wow. Well, I know there's tons of adaptations of the Christmas Story, so.
Well, we were talking
no,
about
we're
it.
talking
I think
about
when you fell
A
off for a
Christmas
second.
Story, the American one with the kid who gets his tongue stuck on the pole.
Yeah, with the BB
Oh,
gun.
that
You'll
one.
shoot your eye out.
Yeah, you'll
Oh,
shoot
you
your
were
eye out,
thinking
kid.
of Christmas. Jill was singing a Christmas Carol.
I was thinking of the Christmas Carol.
Which
Totally
is sort
different.
of the Christmas Story when you're
God
Yes.
bless us.
when you're
everyone.
condensing them all down. Yes, God bless us, everyone.
Oh, here you go, Tiger. Here's a recommendation. Have you seen this one?
It's very shiny.
It
Yeah, I
is
can't
too
do it,
shiny.
is
Yeah,
It's
zero
also very
theorem.
dark. Shiny and
Oh yeah, Zero
Ben
Theorem with,
Stiller?
Christoph.
No.
With Christoph Waltz.
Don't help. I've never watched a single Ben Stiller film ever. Don't even that. No.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
exactly.
when you say, I've never seen a single Adam Sandler. Never
Yeah,
seen
exactly. I thought they were the same person. Ben Stiller, Adam Sandler, whatever. Exactly. Yeah, Crystal Wall. Yeah, no, recommend it. Zero Theorem. Brilliant. Terry Gilliam.
I've seen the first 10 minutes of it. It looks interesting. I haven't gotten back to it yet.
Hang on. Those two statements contradict it. I switched off after 10 minutes. I found
She's
it
got a house
fascinating.
full of people and children.
Got distracted. It was a different reason I got distracted.
I never heard
It wasn't
Jill say
too
that.
woo.
I was watching Star Trek OST, and after 10 minutes, I was like, "Okay, Kirk, I get the picture."
Well, yeah, if I watch The Empath, I'll do the same thing. But no, I'll watch it one of these days and let you know what I really think.
Bonus.
Cam is here. Hi, Cam.
Cam.
Hi, Cam.
Everybody loves
Coke.
to say hi to Cam. I'd watch Valerian right now, says Darius. Valerian. Oh, Scotty's not here. He just saw that. He just
Possibly
saw
because I
Valerian.
recommended it. I like to think.
Oh man, that's probably why. But yes,
It's
Scotty
not the
R37
best
watched
thing
it.
ever, but it has its moments. Couple of science fiction tropes, things worthy of discussion, shape changes.
It's fun to look at the pictures.
Nice,
So let's look at
it's a nice spiritual sequel to The Fifth Element. You know. Where
Oh,
it's-
did you see it?
Oh yeah, we were talking about it. I really like Valerian as well, but for the same reasons Cap does. It's entertaining and beautiful to look at and fun. But I also agree with Tiger Stripes that the actors aren't convincing because they're just too young looking. Like that guy,
Those two people
Zero
staring at each other
chemistry.
in
yeah,
profile,
and that guy's
each of them without a
written
nose.
as more of like a Han Solo character, and just Dane DeHaan just can't pull it off. He's a good
Instead
actor
of
when
a
he's in
12-year-old?
stuff that he's a good actor when he's in stuff that he's cast appropriately for. But
They look
He's
very
a good
young.
actor in
Yeah.
other movies.
yeah,
They look like
I'm
they're
not
like,
sure about
you know,
the actors in this
14.
movie, but yeah, they
What
do
kind of
look
name
pretty
is
young.
Dane DeHaan anyway? What the fuck? I hope that's a stage name.
The creatures look pretty cool, though. I gotta say.
oh yeah, it's all
The alien
Luc-
designs look awesome.
It's all
It
Luc
is
Yeah.
Luc
Besson.
Besson, but I couldn't stomach it.
It's all Luc
No,
Besson
I can't go
concept
back
art.
there.
It's all Luc Besson concept art, and it's really cool.
Yeah, I'd watch it just to see the aliens. Actually,
Look, that's kind of cute and ugly at the same time.
you want one of those?
What, Luke
yeah, right,
Besson?
Joe?
I'm sure he'd be charmed to hear that.
It's the eyes.
It's
No,
size.
he's French. What do you expect?
Yeah, he is way too young to be playing a character like that.
I don't know. Yeah,
He
he
looks
is.
like a boy for crying out loud.
He's not.
They both look like children. They both look like, I mean, you can barely even call them young adults.
He's not a
Okay,
child.
well, they're in their
I
20s.
don't think they're supposed to
wow.
be children.
Well, they're not
just-
children. They're 20 something.
Character wise, but they look like they're both 12.
Look at that.
I'd give him 15.
That's a stretch.
Oh, 13, well, that makes all the
That's what
difference.
she said. This is the last time we ever play Captain. What are you watching? I'm not going to make fun of you. That's the first and last time.
I might have made it through 30 minutes.
What
come
if
to
we
think of it,
said,
until
Captain,
it was just too painful for
What are
me.
you watching? We are gonna make fun of you. At least for being honest.
Wow. What, then you know in advance what I'm going to say. All right, then, Kroll. There you go. You squeezed it out of me. I watched Kroll the other week. I'm not proud of it, but it happens. Everything is an instruction, isn't it? Kroll. Fuck's sake.
Oh, Hollywood.
I
dress.
watched half of Tombstone and got bored, and that's meant to be the gooder one.
I guess that's Rihanna.
I mean, Crow's not too bad, is it?
No.
It's
That's
it's
Oswald.
cheesy
I know
as
that guy.
F.
Well, yeah,
I
it's
will
One of
not
those
cheesy,
is
but
I
it's
will
not
not say
cheesy.
here.
It's not cheesy like Saturn V or anything like that.
well,
I
it
can
makes
I
Valerian
like
look
some kind of
Schindler's
cheese.
List. Put it that way.
Sometimes cheesy can be fun though if it's well done cheese, right?
Yeah, Kroll's one of those.
No,
Kroll
well
is one
done
of
cheese
those-
is a good
well
movie.
done. It's not cheese.
Kroll
It's
is one
no
of those
such thing
movies
as
that
well done
Kroll's
cheese.
one of those. Oh man,
Yeah, it's kind of
Kroll's
an
one of those
oxymoron,
movies
isn't
that
it?
people kind of look back fondly on, but if you rewatch it, you're like, "Fuck, this is lagging."
I
There's
have to
nothing
say,
worse. Yeah.
when it comes to Kroll, I will never know, and I'm okay with that.
Right. You've
I
made
mean-
the right
I mean,
choice.
do you-
That's
do you
different.
consider-
Valerian, you can rewatch.
You
Kroll, not
consider
really.
you consider the original Dune cheesy in a way?
No, I'd say it's pretty good. That's pretty straight on serious movie of its time, but I'd say not cheesy. No.
No, not cheesy.
Okay, I mean, to me, the semi-cheesy part was just
Unlike Denis Villeneuve's
Hey.
effort, it actually has an ending.
you know, the guy floating in the air type deal.
More
I
during that
think
scene.
that's
operatic
that's-
hyperbole than
I think
cheese.
that's actually from the book.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, but yeah, to me,
Yeah, he's
it
not
is-
as restrained as Sasgard, but it's a stylistic choice, obviously.
yeah.
Hmm.
But
Interesting.
yeah, that book had that movie had more to do with David Lynch, I'm afraid, than it did with the book.
Well, yeah, and that's why I say it's a little.
And yet I
little
saw
bit
the recent
easier
remake,
than
and it
the
was
remake that they just
and
did.
it was a bit of a snoozer. So
And that's only half of it.
where do you go in
That's just
between?
dirt.
Where do you find the truth that
thing
is
is
Dune?
that the remake, you know, they split into two movies. Just
Yeah,
and
we haven't seen
the
the second
de-
one yet.
Yeah, exactly. When's the second movie? When are we going to get Nerd?
The beginning of March, I want to say.
Yeah, we were
when
supposed
we
to
get
get it.
Nerd, then I'll watch.
I think it's March
watch, you know,
1st,
half a month of the
2024.
movie.
Because they moved it up. They moved it up 2 weeks. I think it's March 4th instead of the 15th, 2024.
Oh, when they're done, let me know. I'll do the whole snooze fest in one go. But I ain't watching Durr till I get Durr.
Yeah, people will. Yeah, I'm sure some theaters will air both the first one and the
I
second
hope
one.
so. That would be great.
Theaters? Another.
Well, there's still some theaters.
And you get an
I've
experience
had
in
a
a theater you really can't get at home.
You know,
You just can't.
Or,
Yeah,
It's different.
people
Or, you know.
talking, fights, fucking popcorn under your feet. Yeah, I'll stay at home, thanks.
Well, the Alamo
Nice
Draft
big
House will
screen.
let
I
you
can
put
eat,
up
drink, and smoke what I
I
want.
mean, you could get it.
Manifest
you
a
could
hot
get it.
brunette.
I mean, yeah, if you get it the other way, the pirate way or whatever, then you could just have people walking in front of the screen.
Exactly.
In
Looking around with a
opportune
hoi
times.
polloi.
Well, I've got to say, the last couple of times I went to the theater, I usually go to a matinee, and there were like 5 people in the theater, including me. So
Oh, you saw the marbles.
there's no problem anymore with somebody walking in front of you, usually.
Topical.
Good one,
Well,
Cap. Good one.
This is
But-
the
I
new
don't-
reality we're all living in. It's just not what it used to be.
Yeah, I don't have to worry
that's
about people talking during the movie because I go to the Alamo Draft House and they have a big rule about it. So if somebody is bugging you, you can put up you have these order cards that you can use to order food, but you can also put on there if someone is being disruptive. So you can tell.
Remove the motor mouth from section
Do you have a
5.
Do you have a card that you can hold up that says "Shut the fuck up"?
Well, I would just keep holding the card up until everybody else is out of the theater.
Oh, hey, welcome, Pop Culture Curator. It's such a special treat to see you on a Friday.
Hi,
Hello.
Pop.
Pops.
Oh. Well,
Oh,
maybe
really?
he's
Nice.
got to
Oh.
deal with some of his
Hello.
audio. Oh, hello. There he is.
I had a
are
great
you?
experience. I had a great experience in the theater last week. Me and some friends went to go see the horror movie.
Good to see
Thanksgiving.
you all. No, I had no problem with the audio.
Wow.
Good to see you all.
Yeah, you saw the new horror movie Thanksgiving? I was gonna
Yeah,
say
and it was a
Thanksgiving.
great it was a great theater experience. It was full of teenagers and some older people, but everyone was cheering, laughing, screaming at all the appropriate moments, because it was one of those movies that was just really fun.
That sounds very
So
nice.
I like
Yeah.
that kind of
Good.
theater
Old
experience.
school.
It's not
What's
disruptive.
what's it about?
It's not disruptive. It's just
What's Thanksgiving about? Is it
it's
set
just-
during Thanksgiving or no?
Yeah, it takes place on Thanksgiving, and it's a slasher. It's a horror, kind of a comedy slasher horror movie. It's really fun.
Did the turkey do it?
I'm
Good
not going to tell you.
question.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to watch and see.
Yeah, you could also watch your video about it on the
Oh, yeah,
Cinema
that's
Gold
right. Yeah,
channel. You've got a video that doesn't spoil the movie, that gives a
No,
great
yeah.
review of the movie, making me want to see it. I don't, however, want to see that other movie you watched. That one doesn't sound so good.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Knife.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Knife. Doesn't sound good.
horrible.
Wonderful knife, huh?
Horrible.
It
Wow.
wasn't as good.
That sounds like a great Christmas movie, man.
Well, it actually. Well, that's
I'd
why
rather
we
watch
did
Valerian.
Well, we did a double feature of Thanksgiving and It's a Wonderful Knife because we wanted to start the holidays off with a Thanksgiving movie and a Christmas movie, and they both are horror movies. So, and it was fun.
Okay.
That's a good, that's a good pairing.
Yeah.
But you know who the star of that live stream was pretty easily.
What's that?
But you could tell which was the star of the
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
episode,
We
that
definitely.
live, not
Yeah,
live
if we
stream,
go
video.
for a half an hour and we do 2 movies and one we only talk about for 10 minutes and the rest goes to the other one. Yeah.
That sounds about
And-
perfect.
John Doe says turkey, knife, blood. He's ready. Yeah, he wants some Thanksgiving horror.
Yeah, just combine the two movies. Once Upon a Turkey Knife or something.
Classic
started
comics.
writing a novel about this English guy that wakes up and suddenly he's on the other side of the world. And then suddenly I woke up and I was on the other side of the world.
Wow.
I know, right? Weird.
Classic Comics says Dune 2 was supposed to open the same weekend as the Marvels, got pushed back to March. Oh, so I would have been in the theaters if it would have gotten released this when it was supposed to. Yeah, I was excited when I saw the Dune 2 trailer earlier in the year, thinking that it was going to be here by Thanksgiving.
It's not due. Sorry to be very pedantic, and this is tiresome pedant, but this is a YouTube channel. I think actually you'll find it's not June 2, it's June Part 2. June 2 is coming out next year. Because that's an adaptation of Children of June or June Messiah, one of the fucking two.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
No, I had to correct 2 YouTube channels. They accepted quietly the correction. Yeah, it's June Part 2 because it's the first June book. So that's why I call it Duh. Technically in Hollywood they call it Duh, and the new one's called Ner, and together it's called June. Or Denis Villeneuve's June. Not
Well, we'll see. We'll see the exciting conclusion for Dune next year.
well, I wouldn't say exciting.
Well,
Conclusion.
it's not the conclusion because they're going to do another one.
Well, I understand that it's not a conclusion because
That's what the conclusion. No, it is. That's very. I was like Alien last week. No, it's the conclusion to the first novel. That's where you could argue. But is the novel a conclusion? Since
Yeah, they're going to do another.
But you could argue it. But it's certainly more of a conclusion than what you got last year because that's halfway through the novel. So,
but when I say conclusion, I just mean the conclusion to the beginning and end of the story because the first movie didn't end the story. So,
did you like it,
and I know
Jill?
it's not
using story and novel
but it's
synonymously.
just like, when I see a movie, I want to see a beginning, a middle, and an end. And as I understand it, in order to get the whole beginning, middle, and end, you've got to watch both parts. And so when I say conclusion, that's what I mean. Even if there are continuing stories, I know there are way more novels than they'll ever get to.
I mean, they put the word part in tiny, tiny letters, but that's what Streisand effect. The tinier they put the letters, but they still put the word there. I was like, hang on a minute, that's June Part. This is half a movie. They were trying to hide the fact that they hadn't bothered doing the whole.
Did
fucking
someone have a
book,
question?
I was wondering if you liked it.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet because I'm waiting for the second part too.
You're waiting for the ending.
Oh, one of them.
I'm waiting for the ending. Yes.
One of them.
Are you also the person who
One of
doesn't read a book series until it's complete?
Damn right. After George R. Martin, 12 years doing nothing.
Well,
exactly.
that's true. I did start reading not Lord of the Rings. I did start reading Game of Thrones, and yeah, and after season 8, I stopped reading Game of Thrones.
Have you heard the latest announcement from the house of the what is it the train controller
railroad?
Yeah, that's 1,100 pages. That's what he had last year. Basically, in the last year, he's done nothing. He's trolling at this point. Oh, I've done 1,100 pages. That's literally what you said a year ago. He's done nothing.
Well, he's got to watch that football. He's got to watch football and stuff. Cam says, "Hello again, everyone. Had to step away. I hope you're all well and had a happy Thanksgiving if he celebrated." Yes.
Cam.
I extend that sentiment.
Amen. No, it's really a thing.
Of Jill of the Rings. Well, yeah. Speaking of Cinema Gulp's channel, I did a thing with Lord of the Rings. I can't wait for that to come out.
You could make a Kill Jill trilogy.
Jilloon.
That doesn't sound bad. Except for the part where I'm going to be killed. But that could be fun in a movie. Jill Check, the Night Stalker. Ooh, wow. All these names with my name in it. Of movies. John Doe says hi to Cam.
John Doe.
I don't know why I'm stuck on the Black Friday sale. This is cool. South Park did this too. Anyway, go watch that movie. I think I might watch it.
The Black Friday sale is, the inciting incident of the movie, and it's one of the most intense and one of the most intense and entertaining first openings of an opening of a horror movie I think I've ever seen. The
Are you
first 30
talking
minutes.
about Thanksgiving again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh, that's
because I
what she
asked
was-
about
she
it.
was- yeah.
You know, they
She was
should just
talking
make
about-
a movie called Black Friday and have it be about, a bunch of people
that's a
get
great
killed
title
on
for a
Black
film.
Soundtrack by Rebecca Black. Rebecca Black Friday. Friday.
Oh no, man! Wow, I'm surprised you made that reference and Scotty didn't. But it has to be mentioned
Someone
every
had to do it.
Friday, and you fulfilled his destiny. Good job. Jill's giving. It's mysterious. Oh, man, I lost the train of where I was going with that thought.
Well, you're at the bottom of the
It
chat.
ran away
We
from
might
me.
be wrapping it up any second now, I think.
Oh, you want to
I have
go?
a feeling. No, I just have a feeling.
Yeah,
That's,
I think
that's
we
the
should go too.
direction we're going in.
You're
The
right.
ending.
My friend, the end. This might be a good place to end it,
This is
actually.
this is yeah.
But Pop
Next
Culture
week
Curator
on
just
Films
got
for
here.
Ridicule, I'll be discussing Triumph of the Will.
Okay. Well, do you ever have a live stream where you just talk about one movie? I guess you do. You've talked about Star Wars and Back to the Future.
Blade Runner
quite a
for
bit.
3 years.
Blade Runner.
No, you got me
Okay.
actually, because that's the thing. I don't talk about movie. I like to pick a trope or a theme or a cliche and go with that. So yeah, so generally no.
Well, yeah, the trope for today was writers writing about writing, meta writing.
Yeah, no, I spent a couple of decades because I do like the idea of the book appearing in the book. That's what I just think it's egotistical of the writer to think about themselves writing. But if you want to have a story of the reader reading the book, I mean, oh yeah, if you're wondering, there is a captain in the book, Captain Infinity. There's someone reading the book, Captain Infinity. Oh, there's definitely that happening. But you never get to see someone writing Captain Infinity. No one cares about that.
No, I just let me know when the comic book is out. Then I'll pay $5
years.
and buy it.
But you see, unlike George R. R. Martin, I've got an ending. That's seriously why. Because Captain, why are you going on about your book? It's not out yet. Because I'm going to get the whole thing done, and so you've got a nice ending. And it's not going to be part of a trilogy. If it takes off, there'll be another trilogy. But this is a one and done ending. Neat little bow. Everything explained. If you're confused, that's on you. Oh, Captain explained the story. Oh, death of the author. Sorry, it's all there. Figure it out.
Well, you know what? It's really good that you're plugging your book because I think I will end it here. I think this is a good time.
Oh,
And-
brilliant. Oh, well, now I feel pressure. Yeah, buy my book when it's done.
Yeah.
Probably.
When
Or
it's
borrow it. Do something. Steal it. I don't know. It's up to you. It's your morals,
Well-
isn't it?
Right,
Please read it.
exactly.
ETA?
Oh, a year?
That's not bad. It's good.
Hey, Captain, when it's done, and we can talk about this offline, but I would love to do a promotional video for it that we can post on your channel and other people can post on their channels, like a nice
You're hired.
visual, show some pages, some panels, talk a little bit about it. That'll be
Some
something like
amazing
almost like a
John
trailer.
Dillon art coming in every week. We've got a poster by Howard Chaykin. It's all happening.
Incredible.
Yep. So, okay, deal.
Boom.
Let's talk.
Really? Are you for real or are you just joking?
No, I
Who,
really
me?
have got a no. It was another one of those magic things. I was like, and then I got a poster by Howard Chaykin, and then that happened too. Unbelievable!
No way. That is
Why?
pretty cool.
I can't believe it happened, but there it is.
Well, congratulations. I keep getting
Thanks,
this weird pop-up and I gotta kill it. Anyway, I'll deal with my virus later. But
Oh,
for
no.
now, subscribe to Captain. It's a weird virus because it's just popping
Subscribe
up
to
news
Captain
articles.
Infinity. Someone has to.
It's probably the same robot that calls me 5 times a day.
It could be.
Maybe it's sweet on you.
Nah. This is a lady robot.
and I'm gonna
That could be a
make
sci-fi
myself-
story. I got asked out by an AI robot. That could be a thing.
So the last thing I'm gonna say is someone earlier was talking about books that are good doorstops. If you want good doorstop books, then these books by Paula M. Block and Terry J. Erdman are great doorstop books. Look at
Goodness.
these bricks.
It's a weighty
Wow.
tome.
Look how thick that is.
Mm.
And there's lots of great pictures and stuff about Star Trek inside. Oh. Which episode is this? Oh, Night Terrors.
Not
I
exactly
have
the
to
best
find
episode.
you to tell you.
That looks like a
no,
great
it's
book.
It's a terrible episode, but a great book.
Yeah, awesomely cool looking book. Nice.
Anyway, there. And on Tuesday, I'll be reviewing the original series, season 3. We're continuing on our wonderful journey through season 3 of the original series. What's the next episode? Is there in truth no beauty? So we get to see Dr. Pulaski again. So PvP, do you have anything you want to share before we head out today?
Not much. You know, probably I think I loaded up one album this week, and actually I finished my second playlist of songs in 3 minutes or less. So that one's up too.
Is that your top 30 songs by Rush?
No. I don't think Rush have too many songs under 3 minutes, actually, Captain.
Okay.
Very, very few. They tend to go for the longer, 4 or 5 minute or even those epics like 2112 that's like 23 minutes long or some damn thing.
There are no Ramones.
Actually, I think I might have put a Ramones or two in there.
Well, if you got Ramones, at least those are going to be the short songs. Punk rock tends to have short songs. I love that punk rock is so short.
Punk rocker.
So even if you don't like the punk rock song, you get
It's
by the
over.
time you get sick of the song, it's over.
Exactly. That was the whole that's the idea why I did short songs, because I thought, well, I'll put 50 on 50 songs in each one. If anybody gets bored, I mean, before they can just skip it, or they can just wait a minute and it'll be over anyway, on to the next tune, right? So it's all good. By the way, Rockaway
punk music.
I did put Rockaway Beach on one of them, I believe. So that's a good song.
Ah, that's cute.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Mm-hmm. And Darius is having fun with more Jill movies. Good Jill hunting.
Good Jill hunting.
Yeah, you didn't read mine. Didn't read mine yet, Jill.
How do you like that, Tranya? Der Jill Zermatt? I don't know that one. Groundhog Jill. Oh, I would love that. I'd love to be stuck in a Groundhog Day. I wouldn't mind being stuck in a time loop. Better than time travel.
Stuck in the time loop. Better than time travel.
You mean we're not stuck in a time loop?
Oh, we're not?
We're not stuck in the time loop?
Matt G is back.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to drive somewhere and then no internet and.
Oh yeah, because I had no idea where you went. But
what was that last one?
The
book's written like you talk. What?
Oh.
Hello,
Matt G. Written the way you talk, and does it come with the free translator?
That's the great thing about the written language. There's no accent.
Look how.
Although, actually, now that you mention it, the accents of the characters is so key that I'm actually thinking of doing a book with a soundtrack, an audio track, because accents are important. So the answer is, luckily for you, no, but it might be yes.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, so check out PvP for some music. And Tiger Stripes, what are you up to?
Oh, no good. That's it.
Good. Oh, that's awesome. Well, the holidays
I solemnly
are coming up.
swear I am up to no good.
Mischief managed. Oh, wait. The mischief is not managed. It's ongoing. The mischief is ongoing. Positive Candor, what do you have going on? What's up?
Yeah, not too much. Really.
All right.
Yeah, it's interesting how Diana Mulder, who later was in a couple early episodes on the original series, and then later on became Dr. Pulaski. So.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that is interesting. I liked her on the original series, anyway.
I mean,
do you have anything?
Yeah, I mean, she is, besides, I guess, the original crew, I think the only one besides maybe Janice Rand also, who appears later on in something different, you know?
Mhm. Well, we did get DeForest Kelly in the first episode of TNG.
Oh,
So
that's
there are a few. And then we got
yeah, yeah.
Spock in Unification.
Right.
We just never got William Shatner. Well, because he's dead. He's human. He doesn't have the longevity. He didn't have the longevity of DeForest Kelly. DeForest Kelly, for some reason, lived long enough to be on TNG.
And Scotty.
And and Scotty. Yeah, Scotty got stuck in the transporter buffer.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Well, Shatner's in the movie.
Or he didn't get stuck in, he put himself in the transporter buffer in order to save his life. So good call there. I love relics. But do you actually have anything to plug or anything that you want to share with us before we go?
No, not besides what I've said, you know.
Okay, great.
Just thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. Anybody who just celebrated it. And early Merry Christmas, I guess.
Well, you know what? I've been foisting Happy Thanksgiving on people who are Canadian anyway, so they've been having to listen to me.
Those Canadians could do with a Thanksgiving.
They have one. They just had it in October. So, Cinema Gulp, do you have anything you'd like to share?
Sure. We have a couple brand new videos posted on our channel this last week. We have one that's our big news where we talk about what brand new show we're starting up in 2024 called Flights and Flicks, which is going to be somewhat of an interview show with a flight of beer, kind of like Hot Ones. And we have Thanksgiving and It's a Wonderful Knife, as we said, the holiday horror double feature. Put it up yesterday. Give that a look. And then Monday, December 4th is where we're going to be posting our 8th annual holiday mixer, where it's going to be a double feature of Silent Night and Violent Night. And that'll be me and John in studio dressed up like morons like we do every Christmas for the holiday mixer. So that's what we have coming up. We'd love to get some extra subs and love to, see more people engaging. Who wouldn't? That's it for me.
Definitely.
Jill. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Please do subscribe to Cinema Gulp. Make sure that you hit the bell for that, because lots of cool stuff comes around, and I'm going to be showing up on the channel pretty soon in December.
See, I didn't bring that one yet because I want to start plugging that when we get closer to it. But yeah,
I know, but I'm so excited.
Jill and Captain were on our trilogy capper of Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and Captain's been on every year. He's always great, but Jill took it to a new level. Can't wait for you guys to see how awesome Jill is.
I brought what I always bring, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed being with so many people so excited to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
Mm-hmm. And there's Cinema Gulp's channel.
Yay.
And Pop Culture Curator. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you too much today, but I'm so glad you did join the panel.
That's okay. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate
You're welcome. Yeah, could you tell us what you're up to and what you got going next?
Let's see, today's Friday. I have to remind myself. Tomorrow I'm having Rumblings from the Lab after Thanksgiving special. Monday we will be covering the Lost pilot for Lost in Space, No Place to Hide.
Oh,
Tuesday,
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Tuesday. I'm excited. Tuesday, I'm going to be delving into Hammer horror. So we're going to start with the first really Dracula movie, 1958 horror, American title, Horror of Dracula. And then that's on the Sci-Fi Horror Stream on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, hopefully picking back up with Gilligan's Island. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Yes, Gilligan's Island's back. Okay, so I've got to go to trying to put your channel link in there just a little bit late. Now that you plugged everything, there's your channel.
Appreciate it.
So make sure you subscribe to that and check them out. And Matt G, thank you I think this is your first live broadcast with me.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the membership stream. But really great to hear from you today. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
It's glad to meet everybody on here. I've only really seen in chat up until now.
Yeah. And yeah. So anything you want to share before we go?
I mean, I don't have a channel, so there's nothing to.
Yeah, I know you don't have a
Friday
channel.
Night
but
Frolics
just like-
later. That's
Right, Friday Night Frolics. And so we're gonna frolic later. So come if you like song parodies and stories, and I really like the stories when he comes up with random stories from his head out of nowhere. Those are really what is worth.
so sometimes when
Night worth it.
sometimes when he does the because he does the 2001 thing and then the Blade Runner thing with the celebrity voices, it's going to get to the point where it's going to start to like almost ruin the original film. Because if I go to watch it, I'm going to hear like Shatner's voice and all these
See,
ridiculous.
that is the problem with that kind of pithy comment. When I was rewatching Lord of the Rings just yesterday, at the very, very end of the movie, I made the mistake of listening to some of the commentary, and now all I can hear is, it was Billy Boyd or Dominic, and at the very end of the movie with the long embraces, and one of them said, "It's at this point when you say goodbye to someone that thoughts go through your head, sad, touching thoughts like, who gets bag end, and can I have your bike?" And that's all I can hear now when I watch that anymore.
I'm hearing like the King of the Hill voices and.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that is
can
the
wreck
problem with
things
parody.
for you.
But I need to listen to that. It's been a while since I listened to that particular commentary.
Yes.
And
Well, don't.
It's a lot of fun.
Can
those
I have,
two,
can
those
I
two
have
are
your
so
bike?
funny together.
God, they're hilarious together. Just bouncing off of each
They
other.
really, they're really
Yes.
Mary and Pippin.
Yes. Was it? They keep calling each other's names, and one of them will say, "Take it back." The other one will go, "Nope." And he's like, "Take it back." Threatening each other. It's good.
That's nice.
Tiger
Oh.
Stripes, can you recommend me a science fiction film to watch? Because clearly I can't watch Valerian again.
You said you'd already seen Ex Machina, right?
Well, actually, no, there's a story there because Cardinal Sin recommended I watch it, and then I couldn't download it, and then there was a thing, and it was like a science fiction thing, and then it expired before it downloaded. No, so I never saw it. So, is that your recommendation?
If I see it, on one of the streaming services, of course, you might not get the same things on your streaming services that I get on mine. So that's it.
I don't have any.
Problematic.
Yeah, it's Blu-ray or nothing over here now.
Oh dear.
But that's but yeah, but is that your? If you do you recommend Ex Machina? Then is that the?
Yeah, highly. It was really good. Yeah.
Because it's got two people from Star Wars. I
that
just
out, too.
in my head canon, it's a Star Wars.
My problem
offshoot.
is
It's
my
Poe
list-
Dameron having a chat with General Hux.
My
Oh,
list
About
is so
R2D2.
I saw it. I saw it before. I think I saw it. Did I see it before I saw the Star? I don't know. That's a good question. Somehow they don't look alike at all. As the actors. I don't visualize those characters when I see those two actors. They look very different.
The beard
in film.
helps.
They look very different.
All right, I have my recommendation. Well, that's now recommended by the late Cardinal Sin and by Tiger Stripe. So I will see that
Okay.
film.
So typically on Fridays, I will lead people to go to Bird of Prey 5 or Retro Nerd Girl, which I still recommend. They're still really great, and they are live right now. But I want to make a special shout out today in particular for the Comic Relief Crusader, since he is celebrating monetization. So I'll be putting his link in the chat. If you head on to any of those channels, let them know I sent you. I don't know, Jill Raid or Anti-Derivative Raid, AJ, whatever you like. Let them know. If you do decide to continue your YouTube adventures in the chat, the Comic Relief Crusader is still live. And I'm not sure
Hamburger
what he's
Jill.
talking about.
That's another one.
I got to run, everybody, but it was a pleasure
Yeah.
as always. And I will talk, Jill, I will talk to you in the chats, and everybody have a great day and a great weekend.
Yes, I'll talk to you later.
Take care.
See you later,
Yeah,
Sam.
talk to you later,
Sam.
Ben. Let's
Bye.
talk about that thing.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing. Did you get that thing I
Dat
sent
ding,
you?
dat ding.
That thing.
Gimme, dat ding.
That. I sent Gil a message yesterday to say I missed him. His Twitter is still active. Oh, Donnie was also saying earlier that he misses Gil, and I miss Gil too. And I'm sorry that I can't talk to him anymore. He was always giving me advice, and I hate to say that I kind of didn't really listen to him, and now I'm starting to revisit the advice he gave me.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
I'll take it
Yes.
Yeah.
more seriously.
Yeah, I remember the few times I was on some of his live streams and chatted with him, and it was always a lot of fun. Like, he was always a really great person to talk to, and
I miss Card
miss him too.
immeasurably.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
too. I wish he could be here, but
Yes. I'm thankful for the time that we had.
yeah, I'm
with him.
thankful for that too. I'm grateful for the time that I spend with all of you too, and so thank
Same
you guys
here.
for
Oh,
sharing some time
you
with
too,
me
Jill.
today.
Yeah, amen
Whether
to that, Jill. That's the lesson. Have fun with your live people while you can.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
And so I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday and you appreciate each other and have a good time, and just I hope you find something good to do. I don't know what you're gonna do on Friday, but make it a good one. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
see
Take
you,
care,
everybody.
everybody.
No.
Bye.
Have a good night. I'm gonna see you later.
The ambassador is most honored to meet you, Mr. Spock.
Clear passageways. The ambassador will be escorted to his quarters at once.
What is it he sees when he looks at you? I must know.
What is it?
Somebody nearby thinking of murder.
Do you know whether he saw the Medusa?
Yes, he did.
Then insanity will surely be the result, Captain.
Oh, yes, it is. You want him to die. Did you make him forget to put the visor over his eyes?
You're insane!
Captain. What? It's all right.
I've been acting for 35 years. 135 credits on IMDb. I was in a long-running series. You might remember it. Star Trek. But all I'm known for is combing the desert and saying, we ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit.
All right, move along. Done. Stop it. Get off of the things. Go outside. Get some food. It's like, it's a time of day where you live. Go do something. Shut up, Snoopy. I don't care. You smoke too much. Let's go. Let's go adventure. Let's go explore.